Hello there, and welcome to Table Fables. My name's Michael. I'll be your game master tonight, and I'm so excited to have you with us. This is our inaugural episode of playing Pathfinder officially as our tabletop game system. We will be playing in the world of Agios. Agios is an original campaign setting that we've come up with for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. There's some unique things that I'll get into as we recap our session zeros. Zeros with a multiple because we've never played Pathfinder, so we did several. But I think this is going to be a blast. I think we're all going to have a lot of fun. And I think my mic's a little hot. I'm sorry if that's the case, but I'm excited you're here. We, Table Fables here, we aim to be an interactive game where you are able to engage with us and enjoy the game as a player in some aspects. And so as we move into the campaign, there's going to be opportunities for you, the audience, to engage with us, the players here, and be a player as well. So, yeah. Let me introduce you guys to the party. So, I'm Michael, and Austin, we'll kick it to you, and you'll start off and just introduce yourself, and we'll go around.
Hi, I'm Austin. Super excited to be here. Very excited to actually jump into Pathfinder. We've been playing D&D 5e. We're transitioning over. Excited for this and to learn through this process. So we need help learning too. So if you're here in the chat and you know Pathfinder and we're doing something wrong, please tell us. Give us feedback on how we can do better and play
please.
better.
Yes.
But my character hasn't been fully introduced yet. So for right now, I'm Austin.
Oh, you did your hand to him. I thought you were going to go to Cameron. Nick. I'm not. I'm Colin. My character's name is Flea, and he's usually, there's a percentage of a chance that he'll speak in a southern accent. We'll go from there.
A literal percentage of a chance, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a farm boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'm Chris. I'm playing El Thandor Mirafor. And in case it didn't come through, he's not super psyched with the campaign setting and how it's been on him. And it's fun to play someone who's upset at the world.
And my name's Cameron, and I'm playing the character Hugh, get the Glock, a rock dwarf.
The gat.
Yeah,
I will get the Glock over here.
Okay.
So, gunslinger, if you couldn't tell.
I have Get the Gat in my notes, but
Yeah.
Well,
We'll work on that later.
yeah, we'll work on that. And my character also has a southern accent, but he only has one accent. Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I know we'll do a recap. You're the janitor of the school.
I am the janitor of the School of Magic, which has no magic.
And you guys are students
Yes.
of the school.
Second time.
Second time student.
Yes.
I've never been to school.
Great.
One of him has never been to school. Unsure about the others.
Unsure about the other.
Yeah, unsure about the others at this point.
Some percentage of him is schooled.
Yeah.
So in our last session zero, pre-campaign episode, we had a little meetup where our characters of Flea, Hugh, and Elthandor, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Elthandor.
Elthandor.
Elf and door.
Elthandor. You all met at the school at
I
Everlight
know.
University. Through a series of, you guys went to your first class, which which is where Flea and Elthandor met. And Hugh was helping the prestigious professor, Sir Digby Silveraxe, with a demonstration, which turned out to be just taking some students to the library. Hugh, being the resourceful chap he is, knows all the shortcuts of the university because he's the janitor. So he decided, well, let's take a shortcut. And on his way through this shortcut, they came upon a body laying face down in the dirt. A door to some creepy other place open, and thankfully,
Was the door opening?
yeah, thankfully he was the person was alive, and he was taken to the hospital wing of the university.
Where was
And
that door located? Like deep in
Yeah,
creepy
it's
tunnels?
deep in the catacombs of the school.
In the basement.
Like,
It's a
in the
basement. It's
basement.
creepy, but it's clean.
Yeah.
is how I described it. Creepy
Behind
but
the
clean.
Extremely enormous.
Of course it's clean.
It connects all of the other areas of the school together. Let me paint you a little picture of where we are in the world of Agios. We're in Everlight University, which is at one point it was the greatest school of magic in all the lands. That's not the case anymore. But it's still the greatest school. Still the most prestigious. It's leading the efforts in the world to try to bring magic back. It's a great place to be. Everlight University is situated in the city of Agios. Agios. It's a port town. It also is based on a series of canals, similar to what we would know of Venice.
Mm-hmm.
It's one might call a bougie city. Partially because of the influence of the Everlight University. The university predates the city. The university was literally carved out of a mountain. So when you enter the university, you enter from the south, pass through this mountain that was carved down into the university, and Agios is actually on the other side, facing the seas. Just a little knowledge that some of you may... two of you would have. You and you. Hugh. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Hugh. Agios is led by a group of businessmen known as the Tribe.
Oh.
Fabius, the lead elder, is a somewhat reclusive man. You might have met him a few times. He's generally friendly. The other elders have never been seen in public. Like, it's unknown who they are. Only the chief elder is ever known.
do we know the businessmen if they're a certain race? Or that-
Only Fabius.
What's Fabius?
Fabius is an
Okay.
and he's older. Like he's up there in age with Headmaster Everlight.
Duly noted.
So, zooming back out. Agios used to be a land of wonder. From its shimmering seas to its highest peaks, the world was filled with magic. Dragon turtles lurked in the deep. Dragons flew and controlled the skies. In the shadows of the darkest places, nefarious creatures of all kind made the Underdark their home. The world went on this way for centuries. Civilizations all over Agios seemed to reach bigger and better heights, creating new ways to cast magic and new spells never seen before. In one night, that changed. In one night, magic just stopped working. Binding spells at the prisons around the world failed. But as history says, or is recorded, all of the monsters were frozen in time, frozen solid as statues. Scholars spent the next several years trying to theorize what happened. How could this have happened? But eventually, life moved on. It seemed to happen first in the south with the dwarves. They decided, well, we need new ways to do life. And so they began innovating, creating technology. One of their greatest achievements was the creation of what we would call electricity. Instead of waiting for magic to return, the days of old, as they would say, they moved on. These illustrious creations soon spread from the dwarven capital to other cities. Magic became a distant memory. While a robust academic knowledge of most magical arts persists, it's mainly on a theoretical level. Even 100 years later, we still wait for the day that the mysteries of the event are understood. Until that day comes, Agios will forever be a world that was merely once magical. It's the dawn of the next day. The events of the previous evening are behind you. Hugh, you went back and checked on the door. It had been shut by somebody that, you had reported it.
Good.
A new lock had been fashioned. This one seems to be a different color. Before it was a black, just iron lock. This lock seems to be silver in color.
Duly noted.
Lee, you had a restful evening. You got your bearings. Didn't have any more incidents. You didn't eat any more dragonfire jelly. So everything was great in the world. You feel super confused because you thought you had this robust knowledge of what transmutation meant.
Yep.
But just as you were leaving, the headmaster of the university told you, no, that's not it at all. Try again. And he sent you home with a book called The Basics of Transmutation. Sorry, that's just my drink. Not sponsored.
No free ad deals.
Elfandor, you find this place familiar. Like it's elves live a long time, and so what could be centuries could feel like moments. What could be moments feel like distant memories. But the halls all feel familiar, and you make yourself at home. Begrudgingly.
Yes.
Why can't magic just be back? If only.
If only. I wouldn't be back at the school, doing my thing again.
The next morning, the sun stretches out over the horizon of Exos. Sorry, hold on. The continent you're on is called Milnes. M''LNAS. M''LNAS. That's the continent. Milnes. Milnes. M'', like little
Milkness.
LNAS.
Milkness.
Milnes. The sun stretches out over the horizon of Exos as dawn arrives, as if to greet the city with a soft good morning kiss. Street merchants hurriedly begin their daily preparations before the rest of the town wakes up. Boats lazily rock back and forth. That's good. Boats lazily rock back and forth in the tide of the canals. And the university sits pristinely where it has sat for the part of 5 centuries, right at the center of this city. It's like imagine half of a wagon wheel. The university is the center, and the city spreads out from there. Though much too small from the ground to spot, a singular man sits atop the tallest tower of the school. His eyes flick back and forth over the city, watching, waiting for something that just won't seem to be. shrugging his shoulders with what could seem like the weight of the entire Mont Shaw mountain range, the man gets to his feet and lets out a heavy sigh and makes his way down the many stairs back to the grounds below. He hums a soft melody as he goes. He enters into the main cafeteria, mess hall, whatever you want to call it. And you're all in there by this point, and you see Headmaster Everlight walk through the doors. It's not common. You would know this for sure, having been here before. It's not a common sight for him to be down here.
Yeah.
And he walks through and begins greeting first year students, people he recognizes as ready to graduate this year. Congratulates them on their accomplishments and continues on, just kind of making rounds. And he stops right in front of you, Flea. So, have you read your book?
I mean, it was kind of late last night whenever I finally got to bed, but I did a little reading and I fell asleep.
Well, yes, I would expect you to get some sleep for sure.
But I remember what you told me. Step 1, turning in shadows into oatmeal is a form of transmutation. You did tell me that.
I did, in fact, tell you that.
Theoretically. Could be.
It could be. Yes. Because you're taking something and turning it into another thing. So taking a shadow and making it porridge or oatmeal, that would be transmutation.
That's at least step 1. It's good enough.
Good.
I think you can figure out cows through fences has nothing to do with transmutation. I remember that. You told me that too.
He pats you on the head, like, not in a manner that's like he's not looking down upon you. It's like a genuine, like, good job. And as he pats you, you feel that strange warm sensation again. Just pass through your body, just a nice warm glow. We'll keep up the good work. I'm expecting great things out of you, Flea. He moves on and greets some other students, and he comes across Elfendor. Now, hello. We met yesterday, but actually, as I was pondering things as I do in my old age, I realized we've met before at a graduation ceremony.
Yes.
Some 102 years ago.
Seems about right.
What an unfortunate 2 years to you have had magic and then lost it.
Yeah.
It's a real bummer.
Really, just kind of pull the rug out, you know.
What has brought you back to the university then?
You know, I just figure that's the only real way I'm going to be able to cope is just do my best to keep it going, make it happen.
You can't do that.
What?
Nothing.
Let's get
yeah. Well, good luck, and remember, things that you once thought might no longer be true, and what once was might not be. So keep that in mind as you renew your studies and seek out the return of magic. I assume that's why you're here, is to join.
You did say things are different, but you just like dirty words.
Well, you have to understand that even if we bring magic back, it might be gradual. It might not ever be the same.
Okay.
The knowledge you once had may not apply anymore. So I would encourage you to stretch and grow yourself.
Gotcha. Did lots of stretching.
He makes his way off. He heads to the hospital wing of the university, and to check on a patient. He walks in, and a man lays on a bed, unconscious. Ah, yes, right where I've left you. Very good. Checks in with the doctor, and yeah. Oh man,
What kind of instrument is that there, dog?
yeah.
The fly.
Yeah, does a basic check of your vital signs. I suppose you'll wake up when you're ready. I hope that's sooner than later. But, well, the bell rings for your first class of the day.
Is there a noticeable red mark on my cheek?
Yeah, it hasn't faded yet. First bell. Today's class, History 101. You see you have a class with Professor Plumdrop Applegate. Professor Plumdrop, he's a wily old man. He's a halfling. Sometimes he's known to have purple in his little tuft of hair he has remaining on his head. He looks something like this.
Ooh.
Cute.
Cute old man, you know.
Yeah, the one that's open.
Hmm?
The one you have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just because it's open.
Sure.
Thank you.
Not sponsored. No free sponsorships. What? So you guys, you enter Professor Plumdrop's class. This room is much more bright than Sir Digby's. No stadium seating. This is more of a traditional classroom environment. Huge windows, desks. There's quills and writing utensils and paper for you to take notes. You notice the teacher's not here yet, though. What do you guys do? And the two of you, you might not literally have the same class schedule, but you both are in this class as well.
I think I...
Wait. Okay, so yeah, sorry, he's still in the infirmary. I threw me off for a second. Yeah, I would basically going through the same sort of like what kind of happened in the whole like principal's office, like, you know, having felt disoriented about that. Be like, did you not off a bit as well when we visited the headmaster's office yesterday?
Yeah, it was kind of late, and I remember my brain's not working. It was first day of class. I've never been to school. It was not easy for me, so there's a lot of fuzzy. There's a lot going on in here.
I never would have picked you out for that. You seem very much like the educated type.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Some, the instincts. You figure things out. You learn what you can on the farm, but no sort of. I just learn, take notes. So I figured. I don't know. One of my friends told me it's probably best to take notes, especially for someone like myself.
It's a wise friend.
Yeah.
Even
There we go.
sharp minds, words are hard. The sharpest minds need sharper quills.
Do they have a quill sharpener here?
I don't know. I think they have those next door.
I'm gonna go check next door.
Let's wait. Let's wake up. What's going on?
Sorry, that was too loud. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, I didn't find one.
While this is going on, you,
Guys.
there was a commotion of a mess made in the corridor leading to the potions class. No. Also, weapons are forbidden strictly on the grounds of Everlight University, unless you are a teacher that is teaching like self-defense or things like that. So there's been a huge mess made that you've been summoned to graciously take care of.
These darn kids.
You're only like 40 years old, right? Or
No, we're older. Yeah, human age 40.
dwarf age, like It's 80 or 100.
Yeah, like 120, I think. Yeah, these darn kids. Where's the professor at?
Which professor?
It's the potions class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the potions professor.
I think somebody just subscribed. Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
Hey.
It happened a little bit ago.
Oh.
Oh,
You also said that some mics might be clipping a little.
okay.
Yeah. There's a chance.
That's what you're saying. There's a chance.
Let's try that.
So you're seeing this?
Yeah, there's a chance. Nick, let us know if that's any better or worse, or if I turned it down too much. I might have turned it up too much when it was.
The mics are super hot. Have the volume on the windows at like 20%.
Okay.
Feedback.
Nick says it sounds good.
Cool. I just had turned it up too much because it was too quiet before we started. The potions class is currently empty, but the potions master is indeed in the room. He's a younger looking man by the name of Audubon Bunt.
Audubon?
Audubon, Audubon. Last name Bunt, Bunt, like a cake, Bunt cake, but just Bunt. Audubon Bunt.
Hey Audubon, if I go ahead and mop this up, is it gonna kill me? This isn't some crazy potion, is it?
Okay. Got art for everybody. He appears to be like mid-30s, 40s, early 40s.
Same age, just different paths in life.
Well, I don't suppose that will cause you any trouble.
All right.
It was just, simple potion gone wrong.
Oh, I'm.
Meant to be bane against werewolves.
Oh.
But wrong ingredient get wrong added at the wrong time. Alchemy just, you know how it goes.
I don't know.
I walked by your room. I smelled that black powder.
I don't know how that goes.
Well,
My character is sweating
he
right
just
now.
like taps his nose and turns and goes back into his class.
I don't like that. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start sweeping this up. I mean, mopping it
It's
up.
like goopy, like thick, gelatinous goop.
What does it taste like?
I'm gonna.
Don't taste it.
I'm
You can if you want to.
I'm not. I'm gonna go get the gloves. We're gonna clean it up. All while yelling explicitives down the hallway.
And like dwarvish.
You
too.
interrupted my nap.
I feel like dwarvish swearing is double swearing.
I mean, like dwarvish is so thick, anyway that like, yeah. Okay, back in the history class, you guys are just chatting it up, waiting, and you hear the door just fly open, and this small little. I know I thought about it, but I didn't want to make the mics pop. You see this small little halfling man come sprinting through the door. Throws his things down on the desk and turns and starts immediately writing on the board behind him. It's pretty amazing. You've never seen a board like this before. The surface is perfectly smooth. It's not like a traditional chalkboard that you've seen before. It's perfectly smooth and it's black like a chalkboard might be, and his writing utensil is flowing so smoothly. It's this white. You don't know what it is, but it's white, kind of like chalk, but it seems like liquid. And as he starts writing on the board, and he goes, "Oh, no!" And you see him just take his hand and he just wipes it away, just like that. What a something like you've never seen before. He starts writing again, and you see him write, "Introduction to the history of magic." And he turns.
What is this whiteboard technology we've never heard of?
The whiteboard. I don't know.
Pull his mic down slightly.
Who's
Cameron's.
Cameron's?
Yep.
Me.
Got a text that said it was slightly hot.
Feeling hot. Is this okay, chat? Let us please know. I can get kind of low.
He turns to the class. Yes, today we will be talking about the history of magic. It is a beautiful thing. And it is my gracious and most humble honor to be your teacher today.
What a voice.
Who here knows where magic has come from? Anyone?
Isn't it something like it's found deep within ourselves? I feel like I learned that one time.
Well, usually if I find something deep within myself, it is a tapeworm. But
Is that common?
It's not uncommon.
well, where I come from, sometimes the beef or the pork's a little undercooked, but I digress. No, that's a terrible answer. Magic? Well, we don't know where it comes from. Get out of here! We don't
Grumpy.
We don't quite exactly know where magic comes from. But we know it doesn't come from here. And when I say here, I mean Agios. It does. Well, obviously we don't have magic anymore, but we've theorized that it was never from here to begin with. It was from other places. Does that make sense? Anyone have questions about that? Or do you understand what we're talking about? Yes?
Apparently I don't. But that's what I'm here to learn.
Young man, you seem to have a humble disposition about yourself. When I say magic was not from here, what does that make you think of?
If this were economics class, I might say that perhaps we imported it from somewhere, but this is history class, so honestly, I have no clue.
That's actually a very good analogy.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So, magic, if it was not from here, it came from the outer planes. But beyond that, we don't understand mechanically how that would have worked. I'm afraid to know what Austin just showed Colin, but I will keep in character anyway. So, that is very good. What's your name?
My name's Flea. Flea Waxy-Charm.
Just one more time for me.
Flea Waxy-Charm.
Where does that last name originate from?
South of the Red Oaks.
Yeah, no, my parents, I don't know. I'm not even named after them, so I don't know why they gave it to me, but it's they just, came on the note the stork left with me, I guess.
We'll cover that in a different class. Well, so, magic, the history of it anyway, even though the origin is a bit fuzzy, we do know that there were basic schools of magic, such as transmutation, and, also arcane, primal, different origins, different kinds of magic. Different people could do different magic. I keep looking at you, but you're not even in this classroom right now. So, does anyone have any kind of theory at all as to where perhaps magic's gone? What made it go away? My favorite thing I've heard last semester was that a unicorn came and just gobbled it all up. Which is not what happened. Or at least, I would bet my my bottom dollar that that's not what happened.
Not eaten by a unicorn. Yes.
Well, of the great mages of yesteryear, we're blessed to have none other than Headmaster Everlight at the helm to teach us all. The school has been here for 500 years. No small feat. So rest assured, you are in the strongest, most capable hands possible. Not just in Exos or Milnus, but in all of the lands. So, you seem to have... Are you alright? You just thinking over there? Did I give you a lot to think about? Well,
That one's kind of hard. I'm mostly wondering why I'm in this class in the first place, but it's fine. I figure I'm supposed to be here for a reason.
well, everyone needs to start from the basics.
Yeah, like being stuck indoors, right?
Do you prefer to be outside?
Oh yeah,
Would you like to open a window?
that'd be great.
Oh, feel free. Let's get a nice breeze in here. Well, all right, everyone. You should all have your textbooks. So if you could, please turn to page 102, and we're going to begin today's lesson on the history of primal magic. Hugh, you are scooping this gunk into buckets and just going and dumping it into the sewer outside. Yeah, pretty much. You notice that there's a weird I can't. You notice a strange we're gonna have our first roll of the campaign. And it's
Other
gonna be you.
than character sheets.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the 19th roll of the game. That'd be 25th.
I need... It's never too soon. Can I see your sheet for a second? What I need, you don't have filled in, but it's okay.
What is it?
I need a perception check.
What's your...
What's that based off? Where is
Nope,
perception?
to the right. It's blank. There's a magnifying glass.
Oh. We didn't get there.
Here.
I will...
Did you do it in Path Builder?
Yes.
Okay, it'll be in there.
It's a
I see.
couple
It's plus
spots under
seven.
your...
Plus 7.
couple spots under AC.
Ooh, +7.
That's intense.
Oh, that was almost a 1. That is a... Math. 13.
13.
It's a math.
That's not terrible.
That's not
It's not
great.
great.
That's not great.
13.
+4.
Especially with a +7, that's not great. But
Wisdom? High wisdom?
you
+2. Wisdom. Very high. Very high.
you notice a little bit of a strange trail of this gunk away from where you've been working.
It's trailing off.
Yeah, it's like something like pulled it.
Oh no, not again. Well, I sat down to it. I'm gonna get after it. I'm gonna go track it down
Okay.
slowly and carefully.
Like cautiously.
yeah,
Okay.
but swiftly at the same time. You know what I mean? Like fast but stealthy. Like powerful but nimble. That's huge
Okay.
to get. Glock. Like a gorilla and a cheetah mixed.
Gosh. Give
Another roll
yeah.
for war.
Give me
Like my slaps.
give me survival. You've got. Having to remind myself of
14.
14? Okay, cool. So back in the classroom, you guys are getting a riveting lecture on a history of primal magic and what that means. You now know that primal magic was originally predominantly used by druids, and it's like magic relating kind of to the earth, and just raw like raw power. People could turn themselves into other animal, like people could turn themselves into animals. There even are reports that people used to be able to turn themselves into dinosaurs. Powerful stuff. Elthandor, this might be your least favorite school of magic to learn about again.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
nevertheless, gosh darn it, Pathfinder Nexus logged me up. That would be a great sponsorship if Paizo could hook us up.
Or Totino's, PepsiCo.
Anybody?
What?
Taco Bell.
Whataburger and those honey butter chicken biscuits.
Oh yeah. Does okay?
Whataburger does not
Serious-
sponsor anybody.
No, but serious question. Do they still do the jalapeno biscuit?
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it on the inside menu last time I was there. If you don't know what we're talking about, you're missing out. But that would be like
Don't sleep on their chicken fajita either. That thing is good.
that would
You don't
be
expect it.
one of my like kind of go-tos. Would be getting the honey butter chicken biscuit, but with the jalapeno biscuit. I'm also just stalling because I'm trying to pull up Pathfinder Nexus again. Cool. Golly darn. Far away in the hospital wing. Austin. Your character. You begin to feel awake. Groggy. But nonetheless awake. Your eyes feel heavy to open, but you took a beating. You got thrashed so hard and so fast, and you don't even know from where. You were just on your way back from the study group. Not that kind of study group, but where they were studying you. You don't remember much other than that. You just remember you got to the door, you were going to open it and, go through your normal routine and make sure nobody's out there, shutting it, locking it back. And
That door in the tombs.
Yeah.
One of my jobs was to go to the door, check it.
well, that's like a way that is the way that you get to the study group
And they're studying me at this group.
and others. Yeah. With your permission though,
Oh,
as opposed to in the past, something you weren't so fortunate in the past. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Mm-hmm. So, you begin to awake.
Do we still have a die rolling command?
Yeah, it's
chat.
exclamation point roll.
In the chat, it should be exclamation, like just D20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
you have to
we
do
didn't
one
exclamation
d20 or 2d20. That sort of
Oh, gotcha.
exclamation point. Roll.
Well, I thought I only did.
Because there was an
Exclamation
exclamation D4,
D20.
and I didn't do.
That's what we have.
Yep.
Exclamation
Yep.
point
Roll 1d20. Yep.
Is there anyone in there? Like I'm like kind of slowly open an eye and squint.
It's pretty quiet. So as you open your eyes, you see an elvish, very old elven man just sitting at the window, staring out at the grounds below.
Where am I?
Well, you're in the hospital.
Oh, can you turn the lights down?
No. This is what daylight feels like.
so bright.
Yes, I know. But I mean, you must continue to adapt yourself.
Well,
What do you remember?
What do I remember? Other
What-
than
what I told you.
okay, I share back.
well, I remember walking to the door, locking it. And, well, yeah, that's what I remember.
You don't remember getting thrashed by a walking shadow, perhaps, or being found by Hugh, the janitor, and 2 new students.
No,
Well, that's unfortunate. We had an incursion. It appears whatever you guys were doing that night, not sure what, but I believe something worked because some kind of creature from another plane crossed through into our plane, and it attacked you. I took care of it, but just be on your guard. Make a perception check. Ooh. Rolled a 4.
22.
22. Well, even with his crazy modifier, you can tell he's like keeping something from you. We need to be on our guard because I believe this will just be the first attempt.
Am I able to use any class abilities?
It depends. What
That's like the base thing, my lore thing.
being able to like recall, or
He wouldn't know that he's doing it.
does he use magic?
I guess it'd possibly be through magic because it's a charisma based thing.
I mean, if it's not explicitly using magic, sure. If
Again, he doesn't know that he's doing it. Be a 16 versus a DC flat check of Everlight, which if he's super high, it's probably closer to a 15. It'd be close to that, I'm assuming. You could probably take another
24.
modifier. Yeah, I don't get it. But it's not a fail. So I just don't gain any knowledge from that. But my I don't know it, but when I notice that he's hiding something, that's kind of when it happens where I'm like trying to analyze him, figure out what's going on.
What a strange look on your face.
My eyes blacked over for a second. It came back.
I've seen that happen before.
seen what happened before.
Your eyes turned jet black. Just for a moment. It's really hard to get my voice that low. Just for a moment. But
They did what?
they turned black. Black as coal. I've seen that happen to you before. You had this look on your face like you were trying to look through me.
Yeah, it's just it's a weird thing, I guess. I don't know.
How's your face feel?
Like I've been beaten up and slapped.
Well, you were in fact slapped. But, to be fair, he was just trying to make sure you were alive.
Why would you slap someone?
You can ask him. I don't know.
Who's him?
Hugh, the janitor.
Me?
Hugh,
Me?
No, you know the janitor that you've seen around. He had rooms.
the
The
grumpy.
dwarf. Yes, his name is Hugh. Hugh. Hugh.
You're saying
You no, that's a good one though. Also, I've gotten 2 texts so far and since we started streaming about the Mario movie trailer, so I feel like I have to watch it now. Yeah. I just have a feeling you might want to go check on him. He might need some assistance.
am I like 1 HP or am I like I've rested enough to
Nah, you're fine.
I just feel achy or
Yeah.
sore? Okay.
You haven't like fully recovered, but you're at full hit points. I'd say you like probably had like 1 point of exhaustion, or like fatigue. I think is I don't know. If you play Pathfinder, help me out here. I'm still learning.
I believe it's fatigue.
Yeah, I think it's fatigue. I need to get a non Dungeons and Dragons GM screen.
Yes.
I'm starting off with a -1 to stuff on everything. Okay.
Here, perhaps you can stop by the nurse's station and see if they've got anything that'll give you a little pip in your step.
On it.
Skip.
So back
Yeah.
in the classroom,
And
he told you that Hugh is most likely on the first floor.
okay.
Something you've noticed, maybe not noticed, I don't know, it depends how perceptive you really are, is the headmaster seems to know where people are almost too precisely sometimes. It's really weird. He plays it off as just a weird knack he has. But back in the classroom. Ah, yes, the next magical tradition that we'll learn about. So there was primal, and now we will talk about occult. So the occult tradition, practitioners of occult traditions seek to understand the unexplainable and categorize the bizarre. Sometimes in a systematic way. Bards are very iconic occult spellcasters, but also, there are others as well. There is then the divine. The power of the divine is steeped in faith, the unseen, and belief in a power source from beyond the material plane. The material plane is where we are currently.
Yes, not one of the heads.
Clerics are the most iconic divine spellcasters, but also there are champions, that would champion the righteousness of their deity. Champions still exist today, but just in a different form. Most of them are security, or, they don't have magic anymore, but they still have the fierce drive and devotion that they once had. So if you ever think about crossing or upsetting in any way a champion, I would very much suggest you don't. And finally, there is the arcane. Arcane spellcasters are typically logical and rational, and that's how they view the world. Because of its far-reaching approach, the arcane tradition has the broadest spells. Though it's generally poor at, affecting the spirit or the soul or the undead. Wizards would be the most iconic, probably, maybe, debatable. Spellcasters, poring themselves over tomes and research. Once upon a time, my family was a long line of wizards. I was the disappointment when it was found out that I was a sorcerer instead. I'm older than I look. I'm 122. So,
I am older than him. Okay. Took me a second.
any questions so far before we move on to the different magical schools? So there are traditions, and within those traditions there are schools. Not to be confused with the school we are in currently, because that is a school, but then there are schools within the tradition. Yes? Following everyone? Yes. No. there never was a school of magic called that. Please don't use that kind of language in this class. You see his cheeks turn a little red. So, in the world of magical schools, there was abjuration, there was conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, and illusion. Any guesses as to what illusion magic was? Correct answers only, please. The door is open and he sees, oh, Mr. Hugh!
Me?
Yeah, you were walking by in the hallway and the door's open and he saw you walk by. Oh, yes, Mr. Hugh!
Can I help you?
Yes. For the class, what's your favorite school of magic?
Pyromancy.
Oh, well, that's not exactly, that would be evocation, but
Yeah, that one.
yes, that
Yep,
is great.
uh-huh.
Thank you.
Yep.
That is all. I've not
Thanks.
gotten any good answers so far. No, I did get one good answer from this young man over here.
Oh,
And he
yeah?
points to him.
What'd he say?
He used an example. What was your example? I was asking,
It's probably something
Where-
stupid like turning porridge into shadows.
No. It was, we were talking of the origins of magic and how magic did not come from our world. And I asked if anyone understood what that meant. And he said, is it kind of like importing it? And that was actually a great example.
Well, great. You know what? I think I... No, maybe not. Wait, do I recognize him?
Yeah, you did. I mean, that was just last night.
Hey, young fella. I hope you're having a good second day. Did you get you some breakfast this morning?
Yeah, breakfast was fine, but it's the staying in class that sucks right now.
And what about you? This one, too, was... I met him the other day, too. Well, all right.
You're not close yet. Huge school.
I go back to
You ever,
Okay.
the
Before you-
trail of...
before you leave, Hugh,
Could make another survival check too.
you ever, figure out what was going on down there? Track down what was happening?
9.
9. You can answer him.
What? Sorry.
You ever track down any answers? What was down there?
Oh, no idea. I don't have the slightest bit of clue, you know?
Checks out.
If you have to find any footprints or anything, let me know.
Yeah, we'll do.
Not sure what you guys are talking about, but Mr. Hugh, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Big old rat.
Oh.
Y'all pick up after yourselves, or else.
Well, the next school is necromancy.
I just
also
flash
trans-
it a little bit as I lift up my belt a little bit, and or else.
There's also transmutation. And those are the schools of magic. Austin, you are moving through the school at a pretty good pace. You were told to meet in that you would probably be able to find Hugh in the east wing of the school. So
That near the potions guy, so I can get
Uh,
one of them potions.
no, you have to pass there. So yeah.
I'd like to drink the potion that gets rid of my fatigue.
Okay. I know.
I did.
I know.
Yeah. No.
Take your fatigue like a man. Come on.
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
You can find the potions class just fine. You know where it's at.
Yeah, walk it off.
I know which potion too, right? I mean, just grab
No,
one,
you can
drink.
walk in and you see Abaddon in there, the professor.
Hey, oh, that went into your character.
Oh yeah, hey.
Well, I need I'm tired. Yeah, like something to pep in my step. I was beaten and slapped. That's all I remember.
Yes, you have bruise forming on face.
Can you tell?
It's very dwarvish sized.
Uh,
I can tell.
probably that.
Or halfling.
Oh,
But yes, I can give you something. Pep in your
was
step. Yes. What?
wasn't that Applegate guy? Oh, there's that exit again. Well, it wasn't that Applegate.
Oh no, he's teaching class right now. He's
Probably.
he's still gentle.
It was probably the janitor. Yeah.
He's too gentle. Well, he turns around and starts rummaging through things. No. Oh, no. And he pulls out this jar, and he kind of shakes it, and it kind of sloshes around a little bit. Oh, this will do trick. Hold on. And he like pulls a piece of toast out from under his desk, and you see him like start spreading this on it. And then he takes another vial and just a dish. Okay, here you go. Just eat it. Make a fortitude save. Let's see if you can pass this.
22.
22. Okay, yeah, you feel great. Your mouth is on fire. This is the spiciest thing you've ever eaten in your life. Oh, that is my dragon fire jam. It's very special. I'm the only person who makes it. I slipped some into the first year's breakfast yesterday. Oh, it's classic. So good.
Does it have to be hot?
Yes. Your fatigue is gone. You feel better?
Yeah. I feel like I gotta go slap a janitor.
Give him my regards. Back in class. Hugh, you said 9, right? For your roll? Okay, cool. Sorry. So, within transmutation, there are certain physical and metaphysical forces that tend to ground traditional, just in general, there are 4 essences that tend to ground magical traditions. There's matter, spirit, mind, and life. Any guesses? We could play a little with context clues, perhaps. Life? What kind of magical tradition might be rooted in life? This is a test. First person to answer gets a gold star.
Evocation?
No.
Did you say classes of magic?
Yes. Could be there's multiple choices. But you only get one shot.
Yeah.
What's that shot?
Nothing?
No, I didn't write them down. I thought necromancy, but that's not its own class, so.
No, the necromancy, yes, it is. Necromancy is a school.
Yeah, but it's not its own class, right?
It's a tradition?
Nah, necromancy.
Yes. Okay. Gold star.
Neat. He'll be glad about that.
You can trade that in for an additional 10 points on any grade at any time. See me after class, and I will give you one. Okay. Next chance. You have another chance. Remind me what class you are.
Psychic.
Okay.
Formerly of subconscious mind was emotional acceptance.
Oh, let's try another one. Maybe what type of tradition might be rooted in the mind?
That is one I should certainly know. The occult, of course.
Bingo! Gold star for you as well.
That's the cold.
Mind?
Yeah. It's like the systematic understanding of the bizarre.
I mean, it's either occult or arcane.
Yeah.
Very good. Good star. Yeah. Yes. Well, that is a great lesson for the day. But I'm tired. So, we shall pick up here tomorrow. If you look at your class schedule, I believe tomorrow we are block 2 of class. So your first class will not be this, but your second class. That's usually how it goes. So, I will see you here tomorrow. If you want a gold star from me today, please come forward, and I will dispatch you to go get them.
It doesn't actually have the gold stars.
Well, as you guys,
Yeah, make your way up.
a few other people come up. Like these weren't the only two he gave.
Sure.
Ah, yes. Well, one for you, and one for you, and one for you. But I've run out, unfortunately. What a convenient plot device. Maybe for perhaps well, these are very official things from the school. You see, this isn't just something that I've made up.
Yes.
It's probably something new since the last time
I
you
was
were
gonna say
here.
how the times have changed. Yes.
Yes. Well, we don't have any magic anymore, so we had to make things a little exciting.
That's that's, Me too.
So
They can no longer give you like actual stars.
if you go
That's the
to
difference.
I miss
the-
those days.
if you go to the east wing, just a few quarters over, and if you go to the armament and supplies distribution window, that's where you picked up your textbooks the first day. Here, he like hands each of you a very official looking note that is redeemable for 1 gold star. Yes, go promptly, please. Do not lose this. If you lose your gold star, or if you lose your note for redemption of a gold star, there is no getting one back. So, I would, it actually, if you take the this exit here on the other side,
Dropped it.
around, you should be able to promptly go. And it's just a quick little shortcut if you go this way. So, but until next time, farewell. I have another class to teach. And he scurries back out the door just as quickly as he came in, the other door that he just said you should go through.
You know the way?
East corridor.
Great.
East wing. 2 corridors.
2 corridors over.
2 wing. East corridor.
No, I got it. Let's
East wing, 2 corridors over. Hugh, you realize that you were going back the way you came from. Go ahead and give me another survival check. Give me a perception check. Do you need a different dice? Do you need to put that one in dice jail? Yeah.
It's 15.
I rolled it.
Oh wait. No, I lied. Sorry, I was really into my microphone there. Yeah, sorry. I also added your wisdom to it.
Oh,
That was my bad.
9. What was your survival check?
13.
13. Cool. You realize your mistake. Turn and start going the other way. You see a dwarf ahead of you.
On all
He rounds a
fours.
corner.
Looking at the crawling on the floor, tracking the snail trail.
You round the corner. You see a dwarf round the corner, sniffing the ground. He stands up and goes on. You guys, you go out and around, and yeah, you see a dwarf round the corner. And you guys kind of like see each other, and you see the door to the armament room. Like there's like a big window, kind of in the middle. You guys are probably, I don't know, 50 feet apart. Like it's pretty good space. This corridor though is pretty narrow. I would say like it's 10 feet max wide. It's one of the more narrow hallways of the school. How quickly do you catch up, or do you try to catch up? You were moving slowly but deliberately,
Yep.
as I remember. So you're not moving very fast.
Not like yeah.
I'm trying to catch up. My cheek still hurts.
Okay. Yeah, you round the corner. You see everything going on. I need all 4 of you to give me a perception check.
Oh, that's good. That one is a real.
Dear.
What a nice one. 21. Ooh,
That's
pretty good.
yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
21. Anybody higher than 21?
Hold on. 19.
19.
What's your perception modifier?
4 plus 1, right?
Oh wait, how do you do tie breaks? Because I'm also 19. How do you do tie breaks in Pathfinder?
We'll come back to that.
Okay, cool. Also, it doesn't matter.
So
I'm only at 16.
you see the 2 of them, and you think for a moment, yeah, you give me a will save.
I knew this was coming. What do I even roll for that?
It's on your sheet. I think I have a blank one. This one.
It's
Also blank.
Are you?
+5. I see.
It should be on your other sheet too.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah. Oh, that's a nat 20. So 25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
About to snatch
Because
the hand out
the
of
high
the...
numbers.
You for a moment, you think maybe you're being pranked. Like maybe these guys that you met are trying to pull one over on you, but you realize, oh no, they're just first years. They're probably dumb. But then you hear quick footsteps coming from behind.
I immediately turn around.
You were face to face with the man whom you found seemingly dead, that you flipped over and smacked as hard as you physically could in the face.
Well, what the cat drunk in. Glad to see you're alive.
So as he turns around and you see this, 19, you notice in the middle of the hallway up in front of you, you just see a singular boot laying just sideways, like in the middle of the floor. Really weird. Closer to them.
And it's on the way to our destination.
It's past your destination. Your destination is between. So you two are on one side. Like, let's just use northwest,
Yeah.
cardinal directions. You guys are on the west. You two are on the east. And between you is where you're going.
Gotcha.
Where's the boot?
The boot is not far from him.
Okay.
Your 13 was it 13 survival, or was it not? The one I had you do again.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah,
Perception was like
19.
25.
19.
Yeah.
No, that was my
Will.
other perception. Or
Will.
my will save.
Yeah. So as you turn and see this, it did catch your attention too. There's just a boot sitting in the middle of the floor.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but
and
there's
it's-
also the guy.
It's in the trail
I saved.
that you were tracking.
Okay. Yeah. No. I don't think or realize or connect any dots, and I just start walking towards the
do you
center
do?
of the hallway.
I'm trying to slap him. What did you say to me when I walked
I
in?
would also take a good swing at the boot,
glad
so
you're
they can be
alive.
funny to kick down the hallway.
I'm still gonna. Can I try to slap him?
You can try.
Can I try to stop him?
You can sure try.
It's against your AC for an attack.
If he's doing an unarmed strike, it's against your AC.
Okay.
Also, you guys are all currently unarmored. Like you would have no
yes.
armor on. You would just have regular clothes.
That's why I miss being.
You're squishy.
You're at full power when you're just. Yes. Yes.
What I would allow, Cameron, is for Hugh to make a reflex save, real quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this isn't good.
I was just gonna give you a
What's your mod?
bonus, but
What's your mod? What's your mod?
I don't know what an unarmed attack is.
Oh, that's not too bad. 10,
Well,
10's not
here.
too bad.
Yeah.
How much
if
you
it's
fail
based
matters
on
in
strength,
Pathfinder. Yeah.
Technically, have a +3, so I only have
That's fun.
9. So his AC is probably much higher than that.
I rolled a 10. I rolled a 1 in my reflexes +9.
well, it's your AC. What's your AC? You're unarmored.
18.
Unarmored would probably be like
Oh.
a 15. or 16.
7. No, it was only 1, right? 17. Like, isn't your AC only +1 more? So
Yeah.
it's 17 unarmored.
Yeah. It's pretty high because my dex is.
Man, I took my
almost
armor off. I dropped 3.
I have high dex. What do you have?
I don't have my dex.
Yeah.
+4 dex.
You go to slap him right back, but you judge the height just a little off, and you just graze his hair. What do you do?
Well, that's one way to thank the man who saved your life.
It's saved my life. What?
I saved your life.
Aren't you the person who did this?
I was trying to wake you up. You were unconscious.
So you were the one who found me and carried me.
Yeah. If
Why'd you
it
have to
wasn't
slap
for
me
me,
so hard?
because I thought you were dying, I was in the moment.
All right.
And that's where we're going to take a quick break. We will be back in just a few minutes. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
Take care.
And we're back.
Two.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking in there. So we when we just left off, an attempted slap had just been made.
I
You
like that.
guys, Elthandor and uh-oh.
Elthandor.
Say
Elthandor.
Elthandor.
Oh,
Elthandor. It's like a Vandor, except for Thandor.
Elthandor and Flea, you guys see this mysterious looking man who you guys had previously seen come around the corner.
And a boot.
You see Hugh turn around and
it's worse than it.
an attempted just
Yeah, not phased. Moving to find my gold star / kick a boot.
okay. It's not normal.
Not normal to see someone slap at somebody.
There's a
Not like that.
Yeah.
whatever. I'll look at the boot. You can keep going. I'm not gonna
You
stop.
don't see the
No,
boot. It's
no.
the boot is by them.
Yeah, I was
Oh, I had
making my way to
like
the
19 or 20.
You see it, but it's still 30 feet away.
Oh,
40
yeah,
feet
yeah.
away. So which one of you is like in front?
I was gonna say. You,
Oh yeah, yeah. I, mean,
You-
I
you
can
have to.
navigate well enough
Sure.
through this.
Yes, I was like, yes, this one.
Okay. What do? He just tried to slap you.
Well, we haven't even introduced ourselves. My name's Hugh. Get
Yeah.
the gap.
Yeah, I know your name. You're the janitor.
Well, what's your name?
You
Technically, you work for the school.
Oh, I work for the school.
Yeah.
So
in
we
a
would,
way.
we would somewhat
You're
know
not a
each other.
teacher. You're not a teacher, but you work for the school.
His
Like you are
character,
compensated by the school.
his character sheet says unknown adventurer.
Mhm.
So
I
Got him.
I don't know. I thought that was like a note. Like
Oh.
I'm the
I don't have.
Those other factors.
I really don't know my name. That's part of my like.
Well,
I was.
Do people call you anything?
Hey, you.
we'll call
That
you
guy.
Hey,
someone.
Yeah, we'll work on it. Yeah,
that's a
nickname.
terrible name.
You want a temporary name? Just say you.
That's fine. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Listen, a long time ago, I was beat up, tortured, and I don't do well with people slapping me around without my knowing or consent.
well, I'm sorry, but common courtesy, where I'm from,
I think it's only fair you let me slap you.
no. You can try to slap me again, and we can start this whole process over.
Look, you slap me, I slap you. It's only fair.
Is he intimidating me or trying to persuade me at this point?
I'm scared to intimidate any of your characters.
You guys are just having a conversation.
Okay, we'll work it out.
Colin,
Just
what was
stand
what
a little taller.
Flea's perception check?
a
little bit.
19 or 20.
Don't
I'm
move.
confused.
19.
I'll start here. I won't.
Well, I'm confused on the bonuses
What
that
if I
I'm
start
supposed to
here?
get, so it was a
and just
19 or
go
20.
from here to here.
Are
Is
you on the
that-
path builder?
It would say.
Yeah.
Well, it's a +4 plus either 1 or 2, depending on other things that I have.
Hey, you gotcha.
+1.
We'll put here.
Okay, it's 19.
19. Okay, cool.
Is that how y'all say?
You start walking forward, Colin, and or Flea and
Elthandor.
Elthandor. So you guys start walking forward. Flea, you're walking forward.
They call me Steve.
Steve, you're walking forward, and you suddenly walk into something that shouldn't be there. You can't see anything there,
Steve, is that how y'all say thank you?
but you walk into it and it feels squishy.
Okay.
And you just suddenly feel yourself getting pulled forward, almost engulfed into nothingness. Elthandor, you see a slight ripple of light, but other than that, like
a little
no,
sheen
well,
with
what was your perception check?
No, also 19.
Also 19. Yeah. You give me another perception check.
Ooh, I have really good hearing, but I notice any changes in sounds
You
made by
hear-
my
no.
compatriots.
You hear nothing, but
I mean, would he not
You're
make
welcome.
a different sound?
no.
Interesting.
Give me another perception check. Just
Okay. With 1 second, there we go. Sorry, brain.
In case anyone missed
Oh,
it,
not as good. 14. Sorry,
Hugh let me slap him.
18 on the die.
okay. 18?
Yeah, 18. Sorry, not 18 on the die. 18 total.
18 total. 18 total. 14 on the die.
Correct.
Okay.
Got good vision, good hearing, but that's not great at perception.
18. Yeah. You don't really, you just see him moving kind of funny.
I see. Okay.
Hey, you, Steve. We better catch up.
Has he
now.
made any sort of reaction to
Yeah.
anything?
Lee, I need you to make a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
But first,
Where is this? Yes.
first,
Top.
chat.
Ah.
I need you to roll a d4.
Exclamation mark,
Oh,
roll
we
space,
got it. Never good.
1d4.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, exclamation mark, roll space. Number 1, letter D, number 4.
Oh boy.
Oh, you gotta
First
do a roll.
Exclamation mark.
Can't be one of you.
I'm going to type it just so people see it.
There you go. Daniel Nick got it.
All right.
Oh, but I haven't seen the roll come in.
It's gonna work on it in a second, maybe probably. Hopefully. Should be it. I didn't roll a D4 earlier, but I did see that rolls. That does it. Hey, rolled a 1.
Colin. It's a 1.
Is this technically a status check or is this a skill check?
No, this is the thing.
This is
Oh yeah,
This is
I know,
your
I know,
thing.
but I'm also rolling a fortitude save. So is this a status check or a skill check?
That's a great question. I think it's a status, but
Oh no, yeah, because it's not attacks. So I think technically it's a skill check because status reading further is like attacks for things.
Sure.
And
We'll go with that for
imposing
now.
a status on somebody. So I guess I walk into this invisible wall and try to get out of it with it's cocked. Okay, well I think
It's what?
that was pretty close.
Yep.
19.
the DC was 20.
Uh-huh.
Colin,
Seems to be that.
Flea is engulfed. You suddenly see Flea's feet flip out from under him, and it seems like he's just floating in space. And you see
Very bad.
a quiver. You see something start to kind of shimmer and move and break the light. I need everyone to roll initiative.
I don't like this.
You can't speak. You also can't breathe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was wondering if I would not be able to hear footsteps. Was what I was trying to go for earlier. Rolling initiative is if I'm not mistaken, breathe.
No.
Wait.
No.
Oh, my initiative's plus
Your
1.
initiative. Okay, hold on. This is real quick. Quick explainer.
This many.
In Pathfinder, initiative works a little different. You can technically use different skills as your base route for rolling initiative. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
So if you are entering a situation where you're trying to be stealthy, but we're in initiative, you could use your stealth modifier. But your go-to is still going to be dexterity. So you roll a d20, add your dexterity.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yours says +5. Mine says +0 right now. So
I'm +4.
I guess I'm just dex unless I'm somehow using
I got a 9.
No, it would. In this situation, it'd be dex.
Okay.
Who's reacting first?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
9.
I'm just gonna roll this and then I'm just gonna change the number on it.
But you have
Technically,
That would
zero,
be
but
a
dex.
plus a.
Hold on. Keep it to yourself.
Plus your deck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask in my traditional way.
We get it. You're going first. With that.
Maybe.
Oh.
yeah, your modifiers
Or not.
super great because you're
Can,
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
That's
It was-
terrible. -5.
it wasn't clear what engulfed him exactly.
You don't know.
He's just
You guys
float-
haven't.
he's just-
You're facing the other way.
I said you missed it. We're
You
running over there.
but this is happening concurrently.
Yeah,
So you haven't gone that way.
it was.
Okay, so 25 or higher.
No.
25 or higher.
Holy
20 to 15.
21.
Okay.
16.
Is that your what's?
22.
I got,
It was
16.
21.
yeah, we're all like
So I had to
unarmored
change
and
the
have no
numbers,
weapons
like,
on.
I
Right.
can't roll a d20 straight, so I had to.
Six. You said 16.
Yeah. Yes.
I guess
Dungeon Daddy.
I wasn't kidding when I said don't die. That's all.
No promises.
I'm gonna just call you the dude in the initiative order. Okay.
Steve.
Steve.
Hey, it's hey you, Steve.
Hey,
Okay. 15 or lower.
13.
13.
What are you?
9.
Yeah. Oh.
I rolled a 5.
And
You have a blood spot. You the most. Probably still nursing it.
okay.
I'm coming up.
Elthandor, you will be first. But first, I need to explain as you two, you turn around and you see this boy just floating in the air. Not naturally. You see a little bit of a shimmering light. As a free action, give me a perception check.
That's real good. It's nat 18 plus 7. It's 25.
Ooh, okay, that's good.
Y'all better get him down. I ain't cleaning this up.
Not a critical success, but still good.
A great success?
great.
Just a normal.
A successful one.
Actually, no. I will say it is a critical success. Probably a 15 would have done it. So 25. You notice this shimmer looks like what was on the floor. This thing kind of shimmering looks like it was on the floor. Now let me paint a picture of what this hallway has in it currently.
Okay.
So there are you see a broom leaning against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You see two buckets on the other, so that would be like the south wall. On the north wall, you see some buckets. You see just like a coil of rope
It's a
sitting
mop?
there. A mop?
Mop buckets.
Sure, there's a mop.
You said there was a mop. I'm just saying, there's a bucket and a mop. That's some wet. You know, like the Cardi B song.
Nope. You see Flea head over heels floating in this goop. Elfendor, you are up first.
Okay. So I see this like shimmering, almost jelly sort of looking cubic shaped thingy. I see like some ill-defined corners. I'm like, oh, this is really bad. I would take my star, my like IOU for the gold star.
Take 5 points of acid damage.
I'm gonna take that, and I would like
prayers.
kind of like stick it in like towards it and like see if it does like one of those type things where it's like it's reacting with like I'm using the paper to
see what
probe
happens.
the edge, and
It starts to burn away.
cool. I let go of it and I try to grab. I run and grab the.
Your gold star paper completely burns away as you pull it off and starts to. You drop it.
Oh,
What do you do?
I was ditching it once his is gone. I'm not worried about mine. I would then go to. I was saying his gold star because he's also in the acid.
Mhm.
Would go to grab the mop or rope. Which one? Mop, mop.
It's on their side of it. So you can clearly see it's almost like a wall
Okay.
between you.
Okay.
So that stuff is on their side. On
So
your
is the
side,
whole thing obstructed? Do I see like the whole? Do I see like
It
the edge
seems
follow?
it seems to be like touching all four corners of the wall.
Okay.
So, like 10 feet by 10 feet.
Gotcha.
So it's like
that's
Like large. size.
That's very okay. This is bad. We need to get him out of this. Somebody.
On your side of the hallway.
Okay.
You see a door and a window that's usually open. That is the distribution center.
Gotcha. Okay. Somebody try to get him out of out of the thing. Don't get too near it. Use something like the mop with a rope. I used to say as I head towards the distribution center. And I'm like, I need something that can hurt something. There's a bad thing. And it's got people in it.
Huh?
See the floating man? A thing is making him float. And if you touch it, it'll make you float. Get him out of there with something.
Steve, I think he wants you to throw the
I'm
rope.
Steve. Yeah.
Yeah, hey you, Steve. I think he wants you to throw the rope at our friend Flea up there. See if we can't pull him out of this goop web. That's how
that is
I
a great
pictured
description,
it.
but
Okay. I got it.
so that's your turn.
Do I?
Trying to get in the door.
I thought it was like I thought they had. I was imagining like in a police station where they like give the stuff to people when they like let them out or whatever. That's what I was envisioning. But if I run into wherever, yes, I want to try to get like. I understand that if I were to like try to do something to this, I would just immediately be joining him.
Yes.
Or to be like. So if none of that is doing any of its thing, then I'm going.
Get to the potions room.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't see a clear way to help him from your side other than, okay, there's this door here, so you could try to enter the door.
Okay, yes, I'm trying to enter the door. And if it's not given, I'm trying really hard.
Make a thievery check.
Oh, interesting. I almost took thievery. But I was like, surely I'm not a thievish person.
Let's go.
A total of 15.
15. 15. It's gonna take you the whole next turn, but
So I will get through it eventually.
you'll get through.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
gonna take
Did
one
spend
more
a bunch
turn.
of time being like,
Yep.
oh, what is this thing? Nobody touch wherever this face is, and somebody get something to get him out of there.
Yes.
That'd be a very long mop if you could reach him, so you definitely need the rope.
Okay.
You could probably tie the bucket to it and then make it easier to better.
So, sorry, multitasking. Steve, you're up next.
I follow what I think are the best options. So where did you go? Did you go inside that room?
I turned so the center of the hallway is where he is. I turned back towards the like armory, essentially.
I want to grab the rope and throw it towards Steve. I'm going to hold one end.
You're Steve.
Oh, sorry. Flea.
Please.
Okay, yeah.
Please.
Lee, if you can hear me, see me, I'm going to throw this rope. Grab on, and I'm going to pull you out. Yeah?
Give me an athletics check.
It's only a 10.
You can hold your breath for a really long. Oh, in 5e you can hold your breath for a long time. I don't know
10?
holding your breath
Yep.
for Pathfinder.
10's not going to do it. You go to, and the rope falls flat. Just it's a little heavier than you thought. It's
Is that all?
one action? You've got 2 left.
I want to try again.
Okay.
20.
20 is good. 20 is good enough. You throw it, and it catches into this thing and starts to kind of slowly make its way towards Flea. It's kind of hard. It's very
Yeah.
gelatinous.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's thick? Like
mean,
it's like a wall of jelly?
It's dense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess there would be nothing on our side of the. Wait, he was following the. Never mind.
Where? There's a door. There's a goopy thing that is lifting them up.
Mhm.
What is on the other side of the goopy thing?
So
On
y'all
other
are on the other side.
Yeah, you guys are on one side of the goopy thing. He's in the middle of the goopy thing. Just on the other side of the goopy thing is the door and the window that goes to like the like armament distribution textbook room. And that is where he is currently trying to breach the door.
Okay, so rope into goop wall. It doesn't reach him?
It's making its way slowly through the goop wall.
Is that his whole turn? I think he has another action, right?
Well, but he can't let go of the rope.
It costs an action to hold to hold an action, right?
Well, wouldn't the wall be holding the rope at this point?
Well, but he wants to pull him out, right?
Yeah, true.
Yes.
So can I hold an action
So, like,
to
yank.
pull him once he grabs onto it?
That was your second action.
I have one action left.
You have one action left. I think you could use your second action to hold your third action.
Okay.
So no. You already used your second action.
Oh, okay.
So it costs one to hold one.
Yeah, I have a third
cost
action.
and the reaction. Well, so like in D&D, you would basically just like sacrifice your action to use it on your reaction. But
We'll just say yes
The
for now.
imposed, yeah.
It takes 2 actions to ready an action.
That's
So
what I
can't-
thought.
yeah.
So you can't. Yeah.
No.
I was gonna look it up later. But
Yeah. I was thinking that.
You
Stick on it.
pull the rope when he grabs onto it.
Me?
Or do something. Stop standing around.
Is it my turn?
Whenever he grabs onto it, you can do something about it.
I think it's hold on. Yes, it is. Flea. Oh no, it's Flea's turn. Flea. All right, I'm gonna give you some options here.
You can try to. But
Touche.
You may make a.
I'll prepare. Oh yeah. Brain. And doesn't like preparing an action.
Oh,
need
also,
concentration?
you were paralyzed when you failed that check, but you may remake a fortitude save.
Okay. Get confusing.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, you've got to do that first because you're paralyzed.
Better. 22.
22.
20.
You are no longer paralyzed.
23.
Delay.
So you are
Shift order.
not paralyzed, but
That's yeah.
you do take another 7 points of acid damage. How you doing?
I am not doing great.
Are you bloodied?
How far is bloodied?
Half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
You're no longer paralyzed, but that check has to be made at the end of your turn, which means you don't get anything else.
Until yeah.
Okay.
Hugh, it's now you.
Well, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go grab a mop.
Wait, how much damage did you take?
7 and 5.
Oh, he's hurting.
What's mine?
How are you not down?
I'm not doing great.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab the mop. I mean, how high up is he?
He's
I might
floating.
be screwed here.
I mean, It's 10 feet roughly high, and he's floating in the middle of it.
I'm gonna
I would have been dead.
grab the mop and try to hack some of the jelly out beneath him.
Or a bucket.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
A couple of those.
Actually, wait. Can I do an arcana check? What is going on here?
Stupid.
Anything? Nature?
It's an action to do it.
It does. You can do a recall knowledge check maybe.
Uh, Stand by.
I would accept a nature.
We
Check.
can do nature. For
Use my third
sure.
action. I have a whole thing that does
Yep.
figure this thing out.
You didn't
But
use it.
you didn't. And now I'm dead.
It's an 11? No idea.
An 11 to swipe at it. No, for your knowledge. Yeah, you don't know what this thing is.
Okay.
No idea.
You might have seen something like this in a turlet once.
It's
How close is the rope to him?
If there's anybody
Has it moved anymore?
that's messed up.
very slowly.
Okay, I'm gonna start scooping slime out.
Are you trying to whack at it with the broom?
No, I'm gonna scoop it out.
Gonna like,
Yeah.
or maybe beat the slime.
Like
with
you're
the
digging
buckets.
into a
He's,
pudding
like, trying
pot.
to-
Like I'm get a spoon in there and just start digging it out.
But you're using the mop, right?
No,
The
a
bucket.
bucket.
Oh, okay.
You said 2 buckets and mop.
figured that a
Technically,
bucket would be
it's-
more effective at moving.
It would
goop
damage.
than a
Yeah.
axe.
This.
If you want me to roll a hit
Bucket.
die,
yeah, you'll have to hold on.
I should have put
There's
the
more.
bucket behind the helmet.
Yeah.
Ran head first in there.
With a +1 bonus AC. It's especially effective because since it's a goo, it's not immediately going to fill the bucket. You got an air pocket.
Yeah, you use that to. Yeah, that's smart.
1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to.
to figure out hit points for your goop wall.
Play Pathfinder.
Know how to use an improvised weapon.
Figure out
Oh.
scoop damage. And also
Scoop
plan how not to kill me
damage.
on
We're
episode
adding
1.
to the repertoire.
You're
Damage.
not gonna make it out
Damage.
Yep.
conscious. I can guarantee you that at this point because we had one guy who took off running, and another guy who threw a rope. Wait, what was the first thing he did?
Threw a rope.
Threw up.
And then he threw a rope.
Oh yeah, he threw the rope twice.
Okay,
I'm a man of action.
here's what we're gonna do.
You get the guy is a man of action.
I threw a rope.
I am on the front lines digging this goop out. Trying to save this poor, sometimes stupid soul. I cry out, I say, Lee, this is level 3 of transmutation. But we're going to get you to number 4, and that's out of there, buddy.
What he hears is,
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's like you don't really hear much. You can see though.
You still just watch me visually roll my eyes.
you just really overexert that. You're bailing out a cube of gelatin.
Yeah, exactly. I said it's like
If
digging
there's
into.
anyone that knows how to do that, though, it's the janitor.
This is true.
Okay.
When he said there were
so-
2 buckets and a mop, I was like, let's get to work.
Janitors union is not going to believe this.
Yeah. Ocean's gonna have a field
I need to make an
day.
attack roll,
Okay.
and
With what was is there a hit to hit?
So proficient with a bucket.
Yeah, right. He's an expert.
It's already a success. I'm just rolling to see if it's
the
great.
item is gonna be
buckets.
you don't get a modifier for the
Oopsie.
Hey, you've got more actions. You're good.
You don't get a modifier for the item.
Okay.
But you do like on this category here of your sheet on Path Builder. Do you have anything in there already
Yeah.
under melee?
Melee? No.
Buckets are finesse.
Strength. It's actually strength.
Makes sense.
Improvise buckets.
What's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is
Improvise
plus 0.
And are you proficient in melee weapons at all?
Is that a marital?
Trained, expert, martial.
Yeah.
Marital weapon proficiency.
Is that a marital weapon?
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
Me first.
True.
I'm sorry. If I'd kicked the boot, I would already be dead.
Marital weapons.
If I kicked the boot, I would have kicked the bucket.
There's snide remark.
This is simple.
So yes. Technically,
Are you trained?
yes, trained.
So you get +2?
Chat, help us make a list of marital
Alright.
weapons.
9.
What sort of strikes? What sort of weapons?
9.
Maybe we should stay
yeah,
within strike.
you whack at this thing with the bucket, thinking maybe
It's
you
just
might try
mockery.
to scoop some of it, but it's really thick,
Great.
and it just kind of slaps against it. That's your first action.
The couch. That's called, I would say, banishment.
Yes.
Frying pans.
That's brutal, Nick.
Banishment.
You've got 2
vicious
more
mockery.
actions.
How did he throw a rope through it and I can't scoop it?
I rolled a 20
Misty step.
for my rope.
We're gonna do it again.
All right.
What's funny is I'm strength and you're dex, and I throw the thing and you.
19 Nat
19.
plus what did you want me to use?
So 19, 20,
Plus
21
2,
minus 5.
Multi-action.
Multi-attack penalty.
Yeah.
16.
16. Well, guess what? 16 hits.
That's a pretty. That's a lot. I'm fine.
All right. Now roll.
Cue the music.
Are you using both hands to?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Roll. One. This is gonna be 1d8.
Real schlop.
You ever slurp a cup of Jello?
Oh sorry.
That sound. Just
A 4.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's huge.
Okay.
You talking about my D8?
You take a scoop out of this thing. Doesn't seem to do a whole lot.
I said thank you. I was gonna ask if that did anything. Nope. Is that the noise it made as it refilled the spot that I took out? Did he drop down any lower?
Lump a little bit. When
Yeah.
It moved a little bit, and you so you were within 5 feet of it. It is now its turn. And
Oh, wait, how many actions do you have? You could.
that's your one. It is gonna take a strike at you.
I'm really like.
Ain't no way.
It needs the.
Come
That's
on.
gonna be
Reflex save matters.
Is this?
that's a 29.
What the? Okay.
Why?
If it were,
Because it has +11.
if this were a 27, this would be a different game.
I have 17.
That's a
So it's a
crit.
critical hit.
Yeah.
So
how's it feel? First time?
My character
So-
cries out, ah, as he gets engulfed.
It's like
you take 6 acid damage, and you're paralyzed.
ugh.
First time?
Well, I'm down,
bad.
dead. I'm just kidding.
6. Oh, I knew this was gonna be a challenge, but
I mean,
okay.
we
So
currently have no ability to do damage to it for like 2 turns.
We don't have armor. We don't have weapons.
Yeah, no, it's if this was anywhere close to an even fight, we're totally
But you
screwed because
guys
we're
start
starting
using your
with no
brain.
powers, no anything. Like, this is something where it'd be like, oh, this is medium fight, and then it's like nothing. It's like,
Did you say 6?
yeah, but okay.
yes,
Thank you.
6
Of what kind?
acid.
I'm trying.
It
So
begins to slowly move
Bane.
forward, but then backwards towards
Nope.
Elthandor.
Big nope. Big nope.
Thankfully, it's very slow and only
Yes.
moves. You're probably 20 feet away,
Mhm.
and it moves 15 feet.
It's clear.
There's about 5 feet between.
Mm.
Okay, it is now your turn.
Okay.
No, just
First,
Mhm.
thievery check.
Yes.
One more time.
Okay. Where's there? There
yeah,
we
then
go.
I'm gonna die
Where's our
on my
heart?
next turn.
Thievery.
At the end of my next turn, no matter what.
6.
Yes.
6.
None of that.
Take a hero point.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say I could also.
Colin,
I
also
have
you
a hero point and also at disposal because you start with one.
You start with one. Yeah.
So yeah, duh. Let's use that. Let's
well,
do
you
that.
need 3.
I can at least
Through a
get
reroll.
out, maybe.
I didn't get to use my free action.
Maybe.
Can I use my free action to yell out for the headmaster?
Yeah. We need help, like really bad.
We got this.
Give me a will save. Let's see how determined you are to do this, even while being paralyzed.
Meh.
I would presumably be yelling for whoever's in this room while I'm trying to break into it.
Determined.
He's very active.
It's 24.
24. Okay. Yeah.
We're screaming.
You hear just
Daddy.
you hear, but it kind of comes
Do you mean
across.
I
as
hear that? You mean I got,
Everlight.
wait? I got engulfed.
No, you're paralyzed. So like
Oh.
through clenched teeth.
All right.
How do we save?
My character. guarantees
Okay, so
itself.
6. I'm gonna.
So we were sent to get supplies from a door that is locked.
Well, there's usually somebody there.
Okay.
During this time of day.
Quite interesting.
You.
That's what the boot's for.
That's what the boot's from.
That's what I mean.
Is there?
You jam your way through the door.
Okay.
Not very gracefully. It breaks the door frame.
That's what I just said.
I already paid for that one.
But you only have one action left.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say
I'm
that's 2
slow.
actions.
Okay.
You have one action left.
Okay.
Okay. You enter the room. You see a locked cage of weapons. It's like an armored door almost, and you can see through it.
I was thinking of like a. No, never mind.
But you do see a few things laying out that weren't put away.
Okay.
You see a bow staff.
Okay.
You see a few short swords, and you see a bow, but no arrows.
We have a bow staff, a sword, and a bow and arrow. Okay. And I'm kind of closest to him. If I try to do anything to this thing, I am going to be engulfed in it immediately after and then instantly die.
That's one way to look at it.
Right? Like that's essentially what I'm dealing with.
I wasn't engulfed.
You're about to be.
True. It moved towards you though, so it's now further away from me.
Oh, that's fair. It did.
Yeah.
It did do that. Okay. I don't see why not to grab a bow. Unless my experience working with creatures or experience eating gelatins hasn't taught me that a different implement might be a more effective way to inflict some sort of damage.
It's a creative way to ask that.
I was trying to figure out.
Hey Steve, is this the
Because
kind of stuff
I
y'all
honestly
did downstairs?
for the like.
This kind of stuff y'all did down there?
I'm between bow staff and bow.
You just see kind of like horror flash. in my
I
eyes.
don't remember how that works, and I don't think meta knowledge is
Possible
the
memories.
best way to solve this. Anyways, am I able to just
bad
maybe
things
like
that have happened to me.
smarts, experience? I've been on this planet for 175 years. Like I can figure out something.
Yeah.
Plane
That's
it,
hot.
plane it.
You I don't know, here's what you know. This thing is slow and an easy target, and you need to get this class
Okay,
point
cool.
out.
Okay, cool. Quarterstaff, and I'm just gonna try to slap it in there and try to pull him out and get running. So I'm gonna take quarterstaff and I'm gonna.
What's so funny?
I should be trying to remember what weapons I'm familiar with. I'm training simple weapons, so I could probably use.
Fun fact: there's a weapon called, or there's something called a bullying staff. Hold on.
But you see, was there a different weapon that I missed aside from the quarterstaff sword and
There's a bow staff. And there's a short sword, and there's a there was a bow, but you didn't see any arrows with the bow
Gotcha.
directly.
Okay.
So your last action would be going and picking up whatever. So like the bow staff.
Yes. That was what I was going to. That's what I. Yes. I had said quarterstaff. I meant bow staff.
Is your intent to give us these weapons?
I guess I could I grab the sword in the other hand and just try to yeet it across the hallway?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Thought there was a wall of goo. And
Steve,
It doesn't necessarily reach the ceiling. Maybe not.
it's your turn.
Oh no, I saw the edge.
Does the sword land
You did
in
see
reaching
it?
distance?
He hasn't had a chance to throw it yet.
He has not thrown it yet.
No.
Could he delay until he has a different thing he can do? Because
Dang, Daddy.
no, because you could. Because you.
Was the rope laying right next to the broom?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
So I'm technically standing right next to it.
Sure. If you didn't move, if you picked up the rope and threw it from where it was.
because right now the rope is making it.
Just
into
go
the
in
goo.
after him.
Kidding.
You're a strong swimmer. I'm kidding. I have no idea. Sorry, Colin. You're probably
I'm
dead.
going to exploit vulnerabilities as my thaumaturge class. Eyes go black. Roll a DC flat. It just says DC flat check. So I get to use my bonuses. I don't know if that means that you roll a flat check against me.
Yes.
You'll get bonuses with it. It's just a flat
Just
check.
a flat check.
But I get my.
What's the DC?
I'm setting it right.
Oh, okay.
2.
16.
Oh.
It's a 3.
So I critically succeed. So I will. It says that I now remember the creature's weaknesses. All of its resistances, weaknesses,
love.
and immunities. For safety of time, I can just learn its weakness.
It has no weaknesses, but it is immune to acid, critical hits, any mental-based things, and it's resistant to electricity.
It's resistant to electricity and immune to
acid and critical hits.
eyes go back normal, and
You also the word gelatinous cube comes to immediately. Just you just say it.
yeah, I'm gonna blurt it out. The gelatinous cube. It's immune to all sorts of stuff.
Critical hits, lightning, and other
Acid.
crap.
Yeah.
Acid.
Um,
Oh yes,
and
the acid is
I
made of
will
acid.
have personal antithesis to. Is it could I do a free action to grab the broom? Right next to me. Should I drop the rope?
Sure, I'll allow. It should be usually it'd be an action to pick something up, but
Okay. Is a
Or
broom
you
an
can use 2
improvised weapon?
actions to ready an action to pull the rope.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes, that'd be it.
it's an improvised weapon.
But we're gonna have to get him out of the thing. If you still have your 2 actions, you could get ready to pull him out.
Yeah, I guess
I won't pick that up. I just now know. Can I use the rope as a weapon?
No.
I use my other two actions to ready an action to pull once he grabs onto the rope.
Okay.
I need.
Sorry, I got thrown off whenever I was like, why didn't we just delay until after his turn so that you could do all of your stuff once you
Uh-huh.
get the rope?
So
I'm no longer paralyzed. I
Nope.
take damage at the end of my turn, right?
take a take you can attempt to escape.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and it's
I-
a flat DC check. So go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh,
there any-
good.
You can
Any
just escape
benefit
or-
because he has the rope there?
Do I give him aid?
Like,
My delayed action is to help pull him out. So all I
Yeah.
have to do is technically.
Yeah, he has aid.
grab it. So I guess that goes with my athletics, and I need to look up how aid works because it has to do with my trained.
The aid action. Oh, hold on. Aid is a reaction. An ally is about to use an action that requires a skill check or attack roll. Technically, a flat DC, I guess. I'll say in this instance, it's a skill check. So you try to help your ally with the task. To use this reaction, you must first prepare to
Same thing.
help, usually by using an action during your turn. So using
ready?
your 2 to ready the rope pull counts as that. And then
Do I need to roll?
to use this reaction, blah blah blah, explain exactly how you're trying to help, and they can determine whether or not to use this. You'll attempt a skill check or attack roll of a type decided by me. The DC is typically blah blah blah, but I might adjust it. Blah blah blah. Critical success, critical failure. Okay, cool. So I would say, I'll give you options. Okay,
Okay.
so you can pick acrobatics, athletics,
Athletics.
or strength.
Athletics.
Well, really, it would be athletics or acrobatics.
Yep.
All right, go for it. I'm gonna tell you the DC is gonna be high, but not too high.
Not in my critical fail range.
16.
16.
It's Willie Nelson high. So
It's so high.
I mean, we effectively.
What is your
invested-
training in that skill? Are you just trained or are you an expert?
Just train.
Yeah.
Level 1, you can't be an expert.
Yeah.
I mean, he used an action, two actions to throw the rope, 2 actions to prepare.
So
no, he threw the rope.
because this
Yeah.
creature is so slow moving and everything, and that you rolled so well the first, like to throw the rope, the DC was 15.
Okay.
So you get +1 on your flat check.
6.
6.
Yep.
Do you have a hero point?
I do. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to use that now. And I have to take whatever else I roll, right?
Well, so
17.
hero points, the way they work, as
Oh.
a little refresher,
Oh wait, we get 1 per hour, don't we?
you roughly get 1 per hour, or by doing certain things or having clever strategies.
None of which we've done.
But you start with 1. At the beginning of every session, you start with
Sure.
1.
And if it's,
One moment.
He ain't lying.
Just trying to clarify something. Also, we have nine people watching right now. So
Welcome.
thank you. Welcome.
Sorry, it's taking. No, it feels slow. We've never played Pathfinder before. At this,
Please help us.
Yeah.
Yes.
please,
We're still just trying to make. I'm trying to make sure that we do things right because
because we all have to learn.
How do we kill a gelatinous mob, chat, please?
With no magic.
or skills in any sort of sense. Basically, just a commoner with misleveled stats, weirdly adjusted stats. Yeah.
How do I tell my parents that their love shouldn't come with a price, chat?
Okay, you can spend 1 hero point to re-roll a check. This gives you fortune, so I was wrong. You don't have to use all 3. I thought you did have to use all of them. You can spend all 3
It's like a legendary thing, basically.
to avoid death. You can also use all 3 to if you already have the dying condition, to increase yourself up a step. You can lose the dying condition. Anyway, it's more about it's a little more serious. So yes, you can use a hero point.
Yep. I did that, and it is now a 17.
A 17
Yeah.
with his +1.
Yeah.
He's coming out. He wants the world to know.
I'm still gonna die. Dying.
The DC was 17.
Good.
You grab
Good.
the rope.
It's a push.
He
You're
grabs
staying
the
in.
Yank.
You pull him out, and
And I take damage anyway.
you don't.
Oh, sweet.
You
Book it.
hit the floor.
I think
And he takes damage from that.
Yeah,
So he's just right next to him.
yeah. He falls into you. Kaboom!
I got you, buddy.
Oh, finally, someone competent has showed up. Thank you.
What are you talking about? Me?
For the time being, yes.
Never been competent before.
Are you still? Have you? No, you're still in that door. So
I feel like
Yeah, I would
just
know.
watched
I would
the
know
birth.
that he's escaped.
uh,
unless I hear the thud 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 thud. Hello.
you
Dr. Steve.
Yep.
you
I'm crying again.
hear a, a slithering, goofy sound, and you see in
It's a
front of you
boy.
pass
We think.
the
Do you have insurance?
clear shape, and it you see it kind of pops into the door a little bit and is leaving a residue as it goes.
Gotcha.
And it passes just beyond the door.
Oh, I was gonna do my best to try to shut the, but yeah, and I don't think that even matters. They can kind of goop through things, or I imagine.
It's just gonna.
Also, I don't know because this is a different system with different rules.
I would know. Probably with that critical success if it can goop through something.
Ooh. Well, it's an ooze, so it can kind of.
It's a gelatinous cube.
If you,
It's a yeah. Its shape is 10 by 10, 10 feet by 10 feet. It's a large creature, but
Does it have to squeeze?
it can.
Can it decube?
So it's like an octopus.
No, but it can
It is now
Squish
gelatinous
itself.
prism.
stuff. So,
you ever worn Spanx?
Was that one of your?
No.
Was that one of my?
Okay, it's some right now. Actually, let me show.
So I can see the
yeah, you still too.
slight
Actually,
lifted
it's still his turn. Actually,
Is there anything around that I can grab?
wait, hold on.
do or
Yeah, you.
I escaped. I probably have
Don't
to
we need to
stand.
dry him off?
You're laying right next to the
He
broom.
just looks a little. Looks like a really, really big something sneezed on.
To me, it would be like he's covered in placenta. He just came out of a gelatinous cube.
I feel like it's the worst of the words that were used.
Of the possibilities, that
Yes.
might be the worst.
Troll bogies.
Yes,
like
that's
that
what it
too.
looks like, but you're just
Troll
dripping
bogies.
in it.
Oh yeah.
Afterbirth. Troll
It
boogies.
has currently moved. Oh well, no, hold on. It was still your turn, so it hasn't moved yet, because you go before it.
You're laying right next to the broom.
Yep.
And
Wait, hold on, no. It's actually Hugh's turn,
It is my turn.
so it's still where it was.
Wait,
Sorry.
wait,
I
his
got
turn.
the order out of.
Does he have any other actions?
He has 2 actions.
Yeah. If I can, if it's within whack distance of the broom that I'm about to grab, broom,
Then whack it.
Go for it.
broom whack.
is that close to him?
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to move up.
That would be an action.
Yeah,
And standing.
To get one whack?
you weren't. He wasn't prone. You caught him,
Oh, cool.
or he fell into you, and
One.
I didn't take
Boom.
damage fallen. Is that the rule? I've got to look things up now.
Got this interesting thing going on where, in the right world, I'd be able to cast spells right now, but I don't know what spells I would have. I'm not gonna try to do that, but I do have questions for later.
okay,
Yeah, I'm not gonna move any closer to. I'll just grab the broom.
Yeah, that's fair.
okay. Hugh,
That's what I'm feeling.
it has moved away from you. Flea has gotten pulled out.
Uh-huh.
Got any ball?
I guess
You're
there's
still
only one.
paralyzed, so that's right.
What do I have to do?
You need to. Make a fortitude save.
Hugh, get out of there. Hugh. Get out of there.
Hugh, Hugh, wake up, Hugh.
16.
It's time to get the gat.
Time to get the get.
Get the Glock.
16 is not going to do it, unfortunately. DC is 18.
Can I do it again?
That
Can you
that's the
hero
end of your
point it?
turn. You only get one shot.
Can you hero point it?
Hero point
Hero point it.
for skill check.
Ooh.
Go for it. Yeah, you can use your hero point.
Hero point.
True.
16.
You gotta roll out in a different spot, dude.
Still needs an 18.
Didn't lower in between those. No.
So yeah, it's now the cube's turn, and
Hugh, you're still standing there.
it moves 15 feet further east down the hallway away from you. Passes the door frame. Now it's your turn.
Okay, passes the frame.
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't cover it. It
I'm
went
paralyzed, so I'm just going. Yes.
Okay. I
It's
assumed
literally just on the other side of the door.
Gotcha. I assumed I was doomed. Okay. So I have in my hands a bow staff and a sword. I would walk out, throw the sword down the hallway.
I forget.
The highest priority of my own is to actually, I would carefully walk past it. I would be like disengage or dodge or whatever I can do to protect myself.
Okay. Are you going towards them, the other people?
Yeah, I would throw a weapon down the hallway, holding onto the bow staff.
How far away from the cube are you trying to get?
It's like within. It's like a 5 foot from the doorway. So basically, I'm passing within 5 feet of it if I walk out. Right.
Yes, but it does not get attacks of opportunity. If that something you need to keep in mind for Pathfinder
Yeah.
is very few creatures and even players
Sure.
get attacks of opportunity.
I didn't know if it had other sorts of traits that would make it do attacks or something that would necessitate anything.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't tell you that, but
Anyway,
it's a big old. It's literally tagged as mindless.
okay,
Has no brain.
sick. So it's basically just responding to like things touching it. Cool. Like the boot. Would throw the sword down the hallway, get out and try to whack it, and then make some more than 15 feet of space so that I can, or 20, whatever it did, so I can keep out of range of it.
Okay, yeah, make a strike.
Break with a bow staff.
Okay, the boot.
It's a simple weapon.
What?
The
boot.
staff.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the boot.
I don't see another thing. I heard.
What happened to the boot?
It's still there.
Whose boot?
I don't know. You'll have to figure it out.
Okay, so bow staff is just a simple weapon. I can just roll proficiency plus dex. Is it a finesse or is it strength?
Strength.
Okay.
Can you see through this thing?
Simple, so that's plus 3 because I'm trained with those. And strength modifier is not great. So it's 20.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It can be 2 hands.
It's translucent. It's not transparent.
It doesn't. It only has 2 hands.
Oh, is it?
It has 2 hands.
For bow.
No,
Two-handed.
it has to be.
Okay, that would be a word numbers are hard right now.
Can you imagine?
A 22 to hit.
Noise?
Oh, yeah, it is 2-handed.
Yeah, it's 2-handed.
And let me make sure I'm right that it is.
Did you throw
It is a
the
martial
sword?
weapon.
Threw the sword down the hallway.
Are you proficient with martial?
No, I'm trained with simple.
So it is. You are not trained with this. It's
Okay.
martial.
So were there any simple weapons in the room available to me?
I mean, we could say instead of a bow staff that it's just a staff,
Okay.
which would just not be as hard.
It's
as
just
a hit.
Yeah, it'd also be, but so the
It'd be
question is, yeah, but okay, I'm probably not gonna doubt my ability to hit a blob, so I would just be getting the most damage you think. Okay, bow staff. So to hit in that case, if I'm just adding my strength modifier and not adding trained, I would have a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
And then you're gonna do
damages is what?
1d8.
Plus strength.
I think it's just 1d8, but hold on.
You have a bow staff. It is.
Yeah,
plus
no, it's
3.
strength. Yep,
Yeah.
dice plus strength.
That really only rolls 4s. Good to know. 5 damage.
5.
Let me test this out.
Always 4.
Nope.
Always 4.
Okay, yeah.
And then do my best to keep it at distance.
It doesn't seem too bothered.
Okay.
Keep whacking. I mean,
Steve, you're up. Lee, you're on deck.
And none of like anything doing things.
How far away is it from me?
30 feet. No, because it's now moved 15 feet twice. Well, it moved 10 feet and then 15 feet.
And it had been coming from the way that, so it's still going the same direction that it was coming from. Like it didn't change course.
It's not going back towards them. It's going
Yeah.
the way that you came from.
And he had been following the trail.
Yes.
So it came. So yeah. So it didn't turn around. It's
Correct.
still
It's
going
the way that the trail
somewhere.
Was. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to pick up the sword and apply my personal.
Did you throw the sword?
Yeah.
Towards this.
Yeah, that would have been an action, by the way.
Okay. So, can you split moves in Pathfinder?
Movement, like
Yeah, split movement. Yeah.
We'll say yes for now,
Okay.
just for simplicity.
Then I would only have 1 stride. So I could throw whack and stride.
Yeah.
I will want to head.
So action to pick it up.
Action to pick it up.
Yep.
Maybe an action to apply my personal antithesis from my exploit vulnerabilities, which
Sure.
gives me a +3 to my damage on the sword.
Okay.
Because I've applied my own set of weakness from learning so much about.
Sure. You know just how to strike it.
Yep. And then I run towards it, which means I only get 25 feet. So it is 30 feet away. Does that mean it's within 5 feet?
If you move what?
I move 25 feet towards it.
Yeah, that puts you 5 feet away. Or puts a square between you.
Oh, a square between us.
Yeah.
So I can't reach it with an attack.
No. You'd have to move 25 feet instead of 20.
And it can't understand
Nope.
anything.
It can't comprehend languages because it's mindless.
Great. Then can I say that as I ran past Hugh, I gave him a slap to aid him to snap out of his paralysis?
Sure.
Okay. Technically.
Hey, you get to make your return slap.
Make
I already slapped him.
Oh, get to make another one.
We charaded that.
You get to do one ahead. I remember. I was thinking about the boot now.
yeah, how's that one play out in Pathfinder? Sounds illegal.
Slaps?
Slaps of aid.
Well, the way that aid worked.
athletics.
I was like, the aid description.
See how
says
hard you
can
slap
do an action during your turn to try to help someone. So in theory, you could like you could like bump somebody and try to make it easier for someone else to trip them.
Oh no,
That'd be
this
your
is
action to bump
classic.
the person.
Classic. 7.
You smack him, but it's kind of weak, and that doesn't really feel like it did much. But
Is it a critical failure for an 8? Because if it's 10 below,
That's
You gotta
7.
my AC's 17.
Well, it's not against attack. Yeah, that's a critical failure, which means you get a -1.
you get a -1 on your your check to get.
You made him more paralyzed. You slapped him and made him more paralyzed. To be fair, that's what he did to you.
I'm not using a hero point to re-roll that one.
It just lands.
Lee, you are up.
Watch this, and I begin to move my hands as though I'm casting a spell, and nothing happens. Right. Still getting used to that one? I will move forward 25 feet, and then move forward close enough to get it, and then whack with my last action with the broom.
Okay.
Was your first action
To move.
try to cast a spell?
Oh, you only
Just flavor-
how many
okay.
feet?
Free action, fairly cast.
25
spell.
feet is movement speed.
So you only need one movement. One.
Magic's not real.
Oh, cool. Well then,
So move
Anymore.
strike gives you one more action.
cool. Whatever the strike is.
Actually,
What's the? I don't know what to
Magic
use with the mop. Or to
It's gonna
attack.
be a
Oh, this is
simple
some
weapon.
fancy lights or something. That's what you're.
Or to attack.
All like
anywhere.
magic things.
Simple.
I'm like
I am.
moving crap with my brain. You're like,
Daggers are simple weapons.
I see-
So I'm going to say that I have a plus
see
4
the
to hit
strings.
because that's what I have
Whatever.
Yeah.
for daggers.
no smoke.
6.
6 to hit.
Yeah.
Can you show? You. Do you have any more hero points left still?
Nope. But I've got another attack in my.
You had 2.
I was gonna
Did
say
you use
everyone
both of
should
them?
have two. By this
Neil, you only use one attack.
No, I only had.
Yeah, you have 1 hero. I gave you another hero point.
When?
When you got sucked up.
Oh, I didn't know that. I have.
Everybody should
my,
have 2.
My second attack
makes it the,
does not have a -5. It has a 0.
That's
modifier.
with daggers, I think.
It's a simple weapon.
Well, so there's normally instead of.
there, yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
it's 9:00 at night. Instead of -5, some things would be -4,
Uh-huh.
which would mean instead of having +4, you have 0.
Yeah.
So you can either spend your second hero point to try to reroll that attack, or you can
What is
just
second
make a
hero?
second attack.
What the heck? I'll use a hero point and do it, and then still use my second attack. Okay, yeah. So worse, not worse. 9 instead of 6.
9 hits though.
Good. How much damage does
It does?
Its AC's only 8.
How much damage does a broom do
Destroy this thing.
Two-handed.
with
Are you
with a
putting down
broom?
When
Sure.
I get unparalyzed,
1d8
it's about to get blasted.
Don't forget your minus
Plus-
one.
Plus
plus your whatever it's listed on there.
dagger says +1, so 2 points of damage for that one, and for my second attack, that's a 4 with a minus or with a 0 modifier. So
Is
that's
it
a
4?
4.
Okay.
Was that just a short sword that he gave me?
Yeah.
I didn't find any gold stars.
After swinging twice rather pathetically, my free action, I'll flip the hat around.
Go to catch them all.
wizards don't even know how to attack things right. And that's the end of my turn.
You're up.
Very weird.
So let's see if you can unparalyze.
Also rude.
Fortitude,
Not a wizard.
will,
Still a spellcaster at heart.
I think it's fortitude.
I would be a spellcaster at heart.
21,
Fortitude.
It's
21
did
with the
you-
-1.
20.
20. 20 will do it. You are no longer paralyzed.
Is that an action?
Well, hold on.
Chat.
Jet is escaping a gelatinous. Escaping any of the paralysis of the thing.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be.
Who cares?
Yeah, sure.
I start blasting.
Okay, yeah. So that was one of your actions.
Can I see this thing?
You see it. I'll say that it'll take an action for you to retrieve your hidden item. So that leaves you with one action.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
10.
10 hits.
Great.
Know what his mod is? 9.
So that was hold on. That was a natural 1. So that
It's not a,
Nope. No.
that automatically drops you.
You take
from
your D and
success
D
to failure.
rules. No, take your D and D rules out of here.
That's not the
That's a
rules.
10.
It's
That's a 10.
but it a critical failure or a failure, period, like you've got degrees of success. So you've got success, critical success, failure.
So what was a 10?
A 10 would be a success.
Mm-hmm.
But because you rolled a natural 1, that automatically drops you by a tier from success to failure.
It's true.
It's like the
Yeah.
Do you want to spend your hero point to
I spent my hero point.
you would
Yeah,
have,
you have
would
another
have
one.
two
You have two.
to re-roll that?
You guys are making up the rules this week.
No, he gave the
Also a 1. No, that's a 20.
2 ones.
Yeah.
It was 11.
20.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. And also a 20 is a critical success.
I forgot about the critical failure on that.
Oh.
But it's immune to critical hits.
No.
So
But if you
great.
had other critical effects, hypothetically, those effects would still do things. It just
Hey, what does
critical
plus
damage.
1 circumstance mean?
It's a +1 to your roll.
mm-hmm.
2.
you just did 2 damage
Mm-hmm.
with a critical.
With your gun?
Okay, wait. This thing has the fatal trait on it.
If you roll
Which-
a critical, then
yes.
you take the fatal trait.
So this is wrong.
It's
My
gonna
bad.
be
Different die size.
D12, right?
D10.
D10. Yeah,
Where's my 10 at?
that one.
Nine.
Okay. This you retrieve from hidden on your person this sacred clan pistol, and you let it fire for the first time in years.
Quite loud and
It
extremely
tears through this gelatinous cube and seems to do the most damage that it's been done to it so far. Tearing a hole that like the rest of it kind of has to fill back in. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's all your actions. The cube keeps going down the hallway 15 feet,
Great.
30 feet,
Hmm.
45 feet. Using
just
all
moves
3
3
of its
times?
actions to move.
Seem
Maybe we should just watch it. Where's it going?
Um.
I am determined.
Is
I
it
would,
truly mine?
Okay.
No,
I'm.
we kill it.
Tune in next week to the
Yeah. I would
45
go
feet down the
after
hole.
it. It's now a total of what distance from where he was started?
From where it started or from where it was when you just fought it?
That.
It is now 45 feet further from where you just fought it.
Okay.
Used all 3 of its actions to move.
Okay. I would follow after it, yelling down the hallway, "Get out of the way! This is a big monstrous blob thing coming!" And then so I've got a 30 move speed, so I would strike twice and whack it,
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Whack it.
and desperately try everything that once used to work for me. And I understand that that's just all that's RP. I'm not like trying to pull on a mechanic. And here's my untrained martial weapon attack.
It takes a turn for me to reload, I think. Yeah? Yeah?
An action.
Strength
turn?
18.
Action.
That hits.
Sick.
Pretty sure it's an action.
Did you
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
Did you say?
You said turn. I was just saying it's an. I was saying it's action.
Did you say?
It was
18
Did you
hits.
say? Did you say 8 was the armor class?
Yeah, it's a critical hit, but it's immune to critical hits.
Gotcha. Okay, so I just rolled the normal
One-
1d8, right?
Yeah.
It's immune.
Okay.
It's crits.
Then you should have.
It doesn't matter on this.
It's not the.
That's not
My-
critical.
My crit just increases the die size.
Right, but it would have damaged. It would have done critical damage, but instead it only did.
Regular damage at the higher die side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because instead of being 9, it would have been 18. So.
Yes. Then
7.
you double that.
Okay.
Oh, this thing goes.
Trying to-
kerplat.
It seems to like be a little more opaque now. Like it's like it was. If it was not moving, it was completely transparent,
Gotcha.
like a pane of glass, and it's getting a little more opaque now.
Oh, it's getting nice.
Weird.
But
But
well,
okay.
it doesn't have blood. Otherwise, I'd say it's bloodied.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, and bloodied is
It's
a
at half.
condition in Pathfinder that means it's at half health
Half.
or lower.
Half or below.
Yeah.
At
So
most.
am I am covered in blood.
One
Yes.
more shot.
And
One
just
more shot.
viscera.
Yeah, right.
So you moved. Also, the rule is you cannot split your movement
Gotcha.
unless you have a feature, which there is a feat that the fighters have. Because
Gotcha.
Valoros, if you remember, Austin had that. But
I think.
In that case, then I would have
you
had
can
to my-
stride 5 feet between each attack, though.
I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
So in that case, then I would have been where I would have been next to the door because I would have been able to run back, and then that means that I could make the move. So cool. It works.
But
Yeah.
still.
We don't know.
But I thumped it, and I am hoping that it is so brainless it doesn't be like, oh, look, a snack. And then I am still yelling out to people to be like, hey.
So you moved, you whacked it. You
Yep.
still have one more action.
I think it took
I had to
2
stride
actions
twice
to move.
because it was 45
'cause
feet.
That's so far. Wait, that's
Yep.
right. You're right. Steve. Stevie.
I stride twice because I can go 50 feet, and it's technically
50 feet?
if I stride twice,
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about 50
No.
foot speed. Sorry.
and it's 45 feet away from me.
And you were 5 feet. So yeah, you can.
So I'm going to be next to it, not in its path where it's trying to head.
You
Yeah.
can't get to. You
Yeah.
can't get on that side anyway.
Because it's the
It
whole
goes
width of
from
the
wall
hallway.
to wall.
Oh, well then I will be
So you could get right up at it to where you could strike it.
right up at it to where I can strike it. This for free to pull. It's for my personal things. It's immune to criticals, doesn't matter. 15.
Full a lot of crits.
Yes, I just did 11 damage
Great.
because mortal personal antithesis apply
Yep.
to weakness.
Yep.
Yep.
I do additional damage because of that.
Because you've got
Plus the
a sheet.
strength. I think I put soap on it. You know, like it's
Yeah.
this. That's the personal weakness. Is
Yeah.
cleaning it up.
The other bucket had a cleaning solution in it. You dipped it in there.
Some pine
Clean
sol.
solution.
Just
No, that's like real RP. You're like, I know this thing. I'm gonna clean up this mess, and then you go and stab it.
Wait, is that the actual? Because that's what I kind of initially thought we were gonna do. Like,
Oh, that's interesting.
We're gonna clean it up.
Oh,
That would have been a really great encounter for the janitor. Like that would have perfect.
That's
setup.
why. That's why you said
Yeah.
like there was a bunch of buckets of mops.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's why I was asking if it was the mop or not.
what do you mean?
You grabbed the bucket, not the mop.
Would the mop have done anything different?
weapons. I didn't know we had other options. So okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it could have, because this thing is made of acid, and it could. What if it was a basic
Cleaning
pH cleaning solution,
Well, it would be.
like soap?
Yeah.
That's why I put soap on it.
Exactly. So,
that soap on.
Lee,
yes.
you're up.
Great.
It puts the soap on its
I have to
skin, or
move.
else it gets
I have
the
to move
gag.
and then move and then try to whack. I'm gonna try to whack.
I'm gonna, like,
and
walk
now
good
I
the whole
think
piece covered
with
in
rolling that thing and because I'm making an action as this thing, I get a +1 bonus in addition to +4 to try to hit. So it's a +5
Can't
to
wait
whatever
to
this
see your
is.
character.
Ooh, that's a 22 to hit.
Certainly a
It's a non.
Doesn't matter. I'm still hitting
What are you hitting it with?
the broom.
Oh yeah, you still.
That's all I got.
Which end of the broom?
The cleaning in.
With the previously probably the back end, but at this point I'm gonna flip it around and hit it with the mop.
I told everyone about this.
I'm gonna clean it up.
Okay.
And now it's a 1d8 plus.
Yeah. What did you add for that?
Mine is two. I technically can't share it
Yeah,
because
but
it's
what
a
did,
personal.
was it +2?
It is a +2.
It's a d8 plus 6 for me for damage currently because I'm using
D8 plus what?
6.
Let's just say it's 8. +8.
Okay.
Dang.
7 plus 8, so 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Go.
You hit it with the end of the mop that was in the bucket of solution, and it just overhead. Just by pure accident. Like, nobody shared that knowledge with you. You just happened to do it. Because you can't share that, right?
I can't share my personal antithesis, but I can share knowledge.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
I can tell them about
You just happened
weaknesses
to-
and stuff.
What's your personal antithesis?
It's that feature, right?
But yeah, personal antithesis is the feature that my class has. If it doesn't have a weakness, I know I can apply a weakness based on things.
So
So I RP'd the soap and cleaning solution.
you cut through this thing and it kind of like falls almost in half on itself and makes a smaller cube, literally as it's like being chopped away.
Can you change that during battle?
If I exploit vulnerabilities again, I do another recall knowledge on something else.
Busted.
Hugh, it would have been your turn.
And we all know what I would have done.
You would have blasted again.
I would have blasted.
See, when you blasted the first time, along with your determined nature to scream out for help from the headmaster, just from
I'm hiding my pistol right
instinctually. No, it's not
Right
hidden.
through the
now. Nope. It's
You
in
didn't
my
have time.
cheeks.
You used your last action to fire.
Mm,
So
it's
you
still hot, however, it's down there.
It's only been 6 seconds. You have not had time to hide it, and I'm not flexible on this.
Also, a gun got shot in a freaking castle. Everybody for a mile is dead.
100%.
It echoed
we're
through the hallways,
I'm being
and
metagamed right now.
right between all of you,
This is called gaming.
you see
Just get gamed.
you see two people have just kind of appeared, not literally out of nowhere, but they, with great speed, kind of appeared out of nowhere. You see Headmaster
Yeah.
Everlight,
Yeah.
and you see the Potion Master Abaddon. The Potion Master is holding a large bottle in his hand, and he tosses it forward, and it explodes on this creature, and it just begins to bubble into nothingness.
There's probably more soap.
Carbonated
The Headmaster
stuff.
just has his hands crossed behind his
Fabuloso.
head, with a very just like behind his back. His hands are crossed behind his back.
All
Oh,
right.
no, sorry. He's just
Howdy, fellas.
he has a very cross look on his face as this thing melts away. You guys are no longer in initiative order.
How don't, fellas?
as you do, fellow.
He has his hand. He reaches a hand up to the gun before you can move it away, and kind of like just he doesn't grab it hard, but he holds it for a second and goes, "It's a very nice family heirloom. You should put that away immediately."
What are you talking about? Yep.
And that's how you finish a gelatinous cube. You see it? My new preferred weapon, a muff.
Well,
It's actually a
now that that's been dealt with,
He turns around and I need all of you to follow me.
Shouldn't we probably get a janitor to clean all this up?
We'll address that later. As he starts walking, he stops and he points down to the boot.
can I slap some aid into him for that comment?
That's amazing.
No.
Okay.
give him some hate.
For time's sake, just give it to me. I'll slap some aid.
He points to the boot. Unfortunately,
Oh, sorry. I just connected dots. Please go. Sorry. I just keep
it
doing that all the time.
appears we have lost
A student?
a teacher.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe that's why the room was locked, because there used to be a person there that isn't there anymore because they got.
Because they walked into a transparent cube.
They got sucked up.
I told him that an hour ago, and he was like, "What?" And it took him 5 minutes to piece it together.
I was like, oh, it was probably the teacher. And he literally told me this.
Well,
If I had to guess, I would assume that
I felt clever for guessing there was a cube.
that Mr. Rand, who was in charge of the supply room, probably turned the corner and walked right into that beast.
unfortunate. We lost a brave soul today. Almost two.
Stuff like this happens all the time.
I'm sure it does, but when's the last time you remember running into a gelatinous cube?
But for me, it was about 5 minutes ago.
Like
4 minutes ago.
Previously, not
terrors of past. things like 1,000-yard stare, nightmares. Yep, exactly. Nightmares that may or may not be real. Thinking about being
past.
tortured in the past. Yep.
The answer would be none of you
See,
as well have ever
Yeah.
seen something like this and or heard of it
Or-
even really.
last time I would have seen anything that dangerous, I would have been prepared to deal with it, and I would feel very, yeah.
He leads you guys to the library
Mhm.
of the school.
And
Massive.
leave them up.
It's in the later hours of the evening, like classes have been dismissed. He walks you through kind of a little archway that in the librarian sees him coming and moves kind of a rope that would be like between two stanchions. That's like the restricted section, or it's like teachers only.
Gotcha.
Hey, Mr. Everlight, what'd y'all do to this poor fellow Steve back here? He seems kind of
We'll address that at some point. Please follow me.
Okay.
He weaves through to kind of this back room of the library.
If we're gonna do that's what we're gonna become. Is that
And he seats each of you at this large table. Um,
from him.
and then he takes his own seat
no, I'm just like worried about
at the head of the
Oh,
table.
yeah.
because
Oh, 100%.
he's taking us the same place as Kay.
He takes a seat at the head of the table.
Yes.
I was hoping we'd have more time before we start getting into specificities. I can't be certain, but I believe the fact that that creature was here was no accident. The fact that you were attacked was no accident. I believe someone or something has nefarious intentions here at the Everlight University. But even a step beyond that, a creature like this has not been seen for 100 years. So, one might surmise that if creatures disappeared 100 years ago like this, or have not been seen for 100 years like this, maybe something's going on.
Well, gosh, Mr. Everlight. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh,
Mr. Hugh,
Yes, sir.
I would like to
Congratulate me.
arrange a title change.
You're fired.
You are no longer
I figure.
to be the groundskeeper.
He did fire in the hallway.
I would like you to. I would like you to be watchful and keep the other three people here as safe as you can.
Defense liaison.
That is a great title.
Sorry, not liaison. I get this wrong all the time. Defense lasagna.
No, liaison was correct.
Okay.
Lasagna sounds delicious, but in this instance, I believe something bad is bound is growing in the shadows.
I can only assume we need to find out where this ooze came from. And secondly, well, let me do this. Do you think that teacher's really dead?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
If I'd have spent any more time in there, I'm sure I
it
would have
is a
been too.
doornail, one might say.
Yeah, there's nothing left of him. Just a boot.
Doors would be dead though.
So we have
Is this another pay bump?
we can discuss your compensation at a later date. But
Do I have?
I
that?
can't
Oh, never mind.
I can't tell you all everything that I want to tell you. I don't believe in happenstance or coincidence. But the four of you have been connected for some reason, and I believe that reason is closely tied with bringing magic back to our world.
I thought it was gonna be Steve, but okay.
Sounds like
Who's
Steve
Steve?
back? Hey, you, Steve.
I think it's me. Am I Steve? Better question.
Your name's not.
Who
Doesn't he
am
pay
I?
you? Pay you?
Hey,
You guys
Steve.
pay me for something.
He has a name. He just doesn't know it, right?
Yeah.
Does Austin know his name?
No.
For right now, it's Hey, you, Steve.
Say, hey, yeah.
Well, you part of our research team.
Hmm.
Did you forget again?
Uh,
Did you get that knocked up?
yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I don't remember anything. Remember?
Well, the unfortunate
You
thing
can't remember, right? Why would he?
is I don't have time right now to fill in the blanks for you. It took a long time last time. No offense. It just
What's going on with this guy?
Guys,
I'm just excited for magic to be coming back. That's all.
Where did he get the classes?
They've been around.
something.
Well, did magic come back?
Your answers to these questions your questions are very valid. But
Mr. Everlight, I feel I was created for this to bring back magic.
you might not be that far off. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on you. Some of you are young, seemingly. Some of you are old. Comparative. Some of you might not even fully understand where you fit into this world. And some of you might just be along for the journey.
Why are you looking at me?
He pats you, and you just feel this glow go through your body.
I'm gonna purposely kill my character.
Don't do that. Some of you might be trying to find your place in this world. I don't know. I don't know
Why are you
what
looking
Hugh's
at me?
motivation is.
We'll find Hugh's motivation.
But
is that what you call
one
them?
thing I can tell you
Is that what you call them?
is your studies in the next several weeks and months
Oh, that
will
motivation? No, this is natural causes.
be of the utmost importance for your future at the Everlight University. So pay attention, take notes. Hugh, as you are
Yes, sir.
acting in your responsibilities as security liaison, you should take notes too. I believe you can learn something, maybe even about yourself, maybe even about what you're capable of from some of these classes.
So
Well-
I just have to. They're students.
Mhm.
He works
Got to.
here,
Mm-hmm.
and I work here.
Mhm.
And he got the promotion. After I've working for you guys, almost got killed by doing my job.
Just
Sounds like he's bad at his job.
Wake up in the
slap some
infirmary.
into him. Well, do better.
This guy sniffing gel on the ground. I run up and figure out how to kill this thing. And you give it to him, and he shot a pistol on this.
I didn't give him more money.
Bless.
He didn't get a promotion.
Just get them.
You each had. We can
Just give him a promotion.
We can discuss.
It's okay. Give him a gold star.
assistant to the
Oh, and they get gold
security
stars.
liaison.
Yes, our gold stars may or may not have vanished in the ick.
Yeah. And the purveyor of
Vouchers that
gold
we got
stars.
from Professor, what was it? Plumdrop?
Yes.
Plum drop.
Plum drop
Plumdrop,
that-
Applegate.
with a B.
No.
It's very hard to read.
Here's what
here.
I can do. You can figure out how to disperse this amongst yourselves. He like takes a sack out from it somewhere. I don't know. And you guys can disperse these however you feel. And he
Bunch of
gives
gold
you
stars.
he gives you 5 tender twigs and 2 cheetah elixirs.
What are the tinder twigs? It's just like instant fire.
Yeah, it's almost like a giant match.
Okay.
Like you like.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
And the cheetah elixirs give you a boost to your movement speed. As my thanks for all that you've done here today. Thank you. I wish I could tell you more. There is more, but the time is just not right. When it is, I will tell you what I can.
5 tender twigs and what?
2 cheetah elixirs.
Well, thank you so much, sir. I don't have anything else to say till he's out of the room.
Yeah.
One thing
There's
that
the devil is in there.
I know I hate to be a nuisance, but if you happen to go into town, keep your ears open for rumors, things of that, whispers. I've heard a few whispers that I would like to get more information on. Rumors like I've just heard whispers of war in a far off land, but if you hear anything about that,
I'll keep his ears open. He seems better at that sort of thing.
yes.
What?
What?
Who?
Who?
Yes.
Mr. Fulbright, as your defense,
Ever-
Got a name.
Everbright, Bright Ever,
College?
well wishes.
Was that it?
Mr. Everlight, maybe, as a defense person, I think these guys not saying the potions are nice, that the fire sticks aren't great, those are great to have. But what would be nice is, a moderate amount of gold so they could outfit themselves in armaments that aren't tattered cloths from the country and
Or broomsticks from the cupboard, please.
You do remember.
It worked well this time. I don't expect to be finding more globs of jello around town.
He starts to stand up. We can speak about specific, and he's cut off as
At the waist.
that's dark. As Professor Bunt comes running through the door, sweating profusely,
Covered
a
in jello.
wild look in his eyes of terror. Sir, someone just reported seeing a dragon. And that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh, this is much worse.
great.
And an action to
Poop your pants?
poop yourself.
Reaction.
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 I would say that's a reaction.
You need aid the reaction.
Yes, but we'll say it's a reaction.
So is that a constitution check or save? Are you trying to
Clean it up.
Oh man. Yeah, that's where we'll pick up next time. What do you guys think?
Excellent.
Episode 1.
It's fun.
I like it.
It was
I like it a lot.
terrifying.
Uh,
I was like,
the 3-action economy is still learning. I
Yeah.
love it. Fighting something was fun, even though I didn't have weapons. I also like the skill, like the rolls have way higher, even as level 1, having a
Mhm.
+6 to something or +7 or
+9.
+9.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, also, real quick, quick shout out to our sponsor for this episode, HelloFresh. That's a real sponsor.
Oh, can I do my other ad reads?
Next week. If you look in the chat, we've got a code for HelloFresh. If you sign up, it helps us out, and you get like 65% off
Plus free shipping on your first box.
plus free shipping on your first box. Yes.
Wow.
What a deal.
Savings.
It's actually pretty good.
Everybody needs food.
I know.
True.
Everybody needs to eat.
Everyone needs
Why-
food. Why not make it delicious?
Yeah,
Yes.
why go through picking out what you eat? Just have somebody tell you what to eat. Hello Fresh.
Prepare it.
You dummies.
Yeah,
Get fresh.
exactly. Yeah. So
Get fresh.
we're
That's
trying to get
fantastic.
12 signups.
Right.
That's the goal.
Gotcha.
12 signups.
12 signups. Every little bit helps. Yeah, I thought that was super fun. Been crazy nervous because I'm writing all of this from scratch. So
On top of trying to do things in a new system and all of that.
yeah, exactly.
And
So
have
This was good. Well done.
Didn't have to use this. I
Not,
thought we might.
the ones.
What do you mean?
yeah, same.
Oh, for
One of the things that I'm struggling with, though, and I love that there is a struggle for it, is what I can and can't do, because I know magic's not there, and so it's good to know that at least the exploit weakness is physical things that can apply weakness. So that was good, but I have other things, and I'm sure you do, and so many others. Like it's magic based, so I'm excited to bring magic back for us to actually fully
Yeah.
be a level 1
I'm not.
class.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you've got what, half of your action economy limited? I've got a quarter of my action economy limited.
Wait, what the? Why
Got
did it keep
None of
doing
my
that?
action economy.
What the what?
Well, we'll just have to find out what all that means and where the story will continue to unfold next time on Table Fables. So until then, watch out for gelatinous cubes because they'll get you.
Or just bring some soap.
Yeah, exactly. Stay clean. Cheese bags.
Stay fresh.